so. So we're gonna.
Are you saying lag or fag?
Lag. Don't say fag because
I know.
You'll get banned.
All right,
We'll get shadow banned.
You'll get shadow banned.
let me put us on the big screen.
You're gonna have to move to like BitChute or something, man.
I'm on.
Oh
BitChute.
fuck! I forgot your fucking check. Holy shit!
Do you have Venmo?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody Venmos, man.
No, do you have Bank of America? I could transfer it right out of my
Our
account.
first
Yeah,
topic,
you don't want Bank of America
our
anymore.
first trending topic is about Bank of America.
Well, I'm not going to shit on Bank of America. It's one of my biggest customers, so
Oh.
I ain't
Here we
shitting
are
on
on
them.
the big screen.
Well, let me know when. Hold on. Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. The sound is up.
Well, then you can skip that first fucking topic because I'm not losing my job.
You don't want to talk about Bank of America?
No. And why would you just do that to me?
All right, Juice Heads. Welcome to another Friday Happy Hour. I have two very special guests today. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hey, you got Big Donnie G here. You know me from my podcast, Rubbing the Rhubarb.
When he does it.
When we do it. We'll probably be back online with Rubbing the Rhubarb in about a week or so. But thanks for having me, Juice. It's great to be here on Friday afternoon happy hour. It's actually awesome.
Nice. We're on YouTube, right?
We're live.
Oh, we're live.
We
We're
have-
live
we have
streaming.
one viewer.
Well, my name on YouTube is.
Who's the one viewer?
Right there.
That's us?
We're
Wait, so
watching ourselves.
Wait, we're talking to ourselves?
We're fucking. It's
That's
like
all right.
a triangle jerk.
It's a live stream.
Hey, before JM introduces himself over here, what did the last happy hour get number of views?
I think it's up to around 80.
Wow, really?
And the key metric that YouTube looks at, I learned because I was up all night one night.
Is not
researching.
is distance.
It's right. It's minutes
long?
watched.
How long?
Right.
Minutes
It's not
watched.
how many watches you get, it's how long the watches are.
Nice.
Speaking of which, I'm going to talk about Teddy Baldassari, the guy on YouTube who does just some of the best watch reviews you're ever going to see.
Really? All right. Well,
I'm into watches now.
Hey, let us-
I'm John J.
Let us know.
You can find me on YouTube. I am on as
Really?
John J.
As John J?
John J. as in criminal justice, the John J.
Wow.
School of Justice. So
Wow.
it's good to see you all.
I'm on the Lynn Wood station. I don't know if you guys heard about Lynn Wood.
Lynn Wood,
He
you
shot out.
You got to watch Lynn Wood on Telegram. Like look through.
That's
his
a great
feed.
app.
Dude, I was all in on Lynn Wood, but
amazing.
all he talks about is Jesus.
It's all right. You can do.
Hey, this church shit's got to stop.
That's what
all
my
right.
That's what my brother told
Read
my
between the lines.
My brother told my son-in-law and my nephew, who's right here, when they were going to church and doing
We were
charitable
volunteering
works.
for a youth ministry.
Yeah, and doing charitable works. He said, "All right, guys, this fucking church shit's got to stop." That's a great guy.
That's also
Now
the same-
drive, and then he said, "Now drive me to AC, Dad. I'm only 15."
These are also the same people that said, "No more drinking. We're done drinking. Just beer for now on."
Right. That's the greatest saying ever. Yeah, no more drinking. It's like Goodfellas. Guys, we're getting too fat. From now on, just sandwiches.
I'm going to share the link to this with the Patriots in our group.
What do you mean with
all
the
right,
Patriots?
share it out, man. Share
We're
it
in a
out.
group of Patriots on Telegram.
All right, wait a minute. You're going to blast it out now while we're trying to do. Nobody
Why
wants
not?
to hear this rambling
They
shit.
might want to hear it.
Why don't we get to one of your topics, dude?
Well, all
You've
right.
got
For
a whole agenda here.
the first
Pretty
topic,
organized.
we're going to skip apparently.
Yeah. Why don't we jump right to Super Bowl?
All right, TB +3. What are your guys' thoughts? TB stands for Tom Brady or Tampa Bay.
Dude, we were talking to AP today, who is a fucking computer when it comes to sports.
Right.
And he said that every Super Bowl has a theme. Every Super Bowl,
That's true.
It seems
they
to guide.
create it.
Yeah.
The media makes it up, but yes, it's true.
No, but he said this year's theme is Brady's going to win the Super Bowl.
It's young versus old. This is the theme for this year. Is Tyson versus Ali? Basically, you have the young, strapping young man.
All right, so
who won last year
So I'm going to pivot just a
against
little bit.
the old lion. It's the young lion versus the old lion.
I won't fight with you on that, but I'm gonna pivot for a second and ask you this, Age. Did the Patriots getting rid of Brady, was that a mistake? Obviously, he's in the Super Bowl.
That's a big mistake.
Huge.
Or is this just such a fucked up COVID year with games delayed and people sitting out?
I don't think COVID really affected the NFL this year, in my honest opinion.
I think people fucking argue with you all day on that.
I think COVID affected the other sports, but for all the wrong the NFL does, and I've said this before, the NFL does a whole ton of wrong. They actually handled the COVID thing right, in my opinion.
You know who didn't handle it right was the hockey.
Oh, because the assholes found a way to kneel on the ice. What are you, a fucking jerk
Yeah.
off, kneeling on ice?
But they decide either you take people and you ban them, you keep them from playing, or they delay the game.
To kneel?
Or they delay the
No,
game.
but a few assholes figured out, oh, wait, even though there's ice, I can still kneel. And one of the jerk offs was Canadian.
Yeah.
And what's he fucking kneeling for?
Yeah.
Why do
They
you
don't
think?
even know what they're kneeling for.
They don't. No idea.
But that's a whole different thing. We're talking about
So
we're
we're talking
talking about Super Bowl.
but back to the Super Bowl. So why don't you think NFL? Or why do you think NFL did it right?
Well, you had minimal delays in games. The Pittsburgh Steelers, if anything, they had the best record in the league for the first 13 weeks or 14 weeks. They got fucked the most, and they didn't even have COVID. It was the other teams on their schedule fucking had COVID issues, and they had to shuffle around a little bit. They got fucked with their bye week. As you know, bye weeks are important for rest and recovery. They had to take their bye week on week 4. It was supposed to be like on week 9, which is really when you want it halfway through the season.
Right.
And they still won through it. They still won. So really, I can't say.
Bro, do you think that
I can't say it did a whole lot of
So
bad.
you think that Brady had a regular season?
Yeah, well, Brady's biggest problem this year was playing for a new team with new players and a new coach. But the coach actually let Brady be like a player coach, which which is something that could never happen in New England. In New England, that's Bill Belichick's thing. He's running that.
Right.
In Tampa, the coach actually lets Brady coach.
Do you think this is a big fuck you to
The Pats?
Yeah.
No, look, I think they had their time together. I think it was, if there's such a thing as a peaceful breakup, I think it was just time for both parties to move on.
Big Tone said what they should have done was
There might be a quiet fuck you.
they should have traded what's his name from the 49ers, and the 49ers should have picked up Brady, and they would have been in the Super Bowl this year.
The Niners.
What did
Or
I
you
say?
mean
What
the
did I
Pats?
say? What did I say?
Brady should have went where? To the Niners?
Yes.
Wow, that's
And
interesting.
traded what's his name?
That's interesting.
Who's the quarterback? I forget. I can't.
Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Who came from the Pats.
Right.
So trade him back to the
Right.
Pats for... that's interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Because I don't look at the game through the eyes of a Niners fan like he would.
Anthony, Big Tone said that he was vilified on Twitter. You're a fucking moron. You're stupid. You know what you're fucking
People don't
talking
know
about.
shit on Twitter.
And let me tell you something, boy. I don't know one other
Oh my
guy-
God, I've been fucking up. I forgot to put the graphic up.
Dude,
I need to be reprimanded for this.
I'm going to tell you
I'm
something.
reprimanding
This
you
is
right
the
now.
Well,
last-
there's a lag, but you'll see the Super
This
Bowl
is the
graphic.
last time coming here. If you can't have your shit together,
Yeah, fuck me.
right? I mean, that's like having people go on the
There it
Howard-
is.
That's like people going on the Howard Stern show and like the mics aren't on. I mean, what are you doing?
It's happy
Come on.
hour. We're happy.
Where'd you get that Hulk Rules hat, dude?
Online.
How
You
much?
can't find this in the stores.
Wow, look at you. Excuse me. Can't find this in the store.
And actually, the front.
So who?
I don't know if I like the front or the back.
Hulkamania!
I don't know if I like the front or the back better.
I don't know.
What do you
I'll-
like better? Tell me in the comments.
There
G
you
says.
go.
I like the back better.
Put in the comments. Who's gonna win?
Super Bowl? Are we talking with the spread or just
What's the spread
straight up.
right now?
It's TB plus 3. That's not a joke. I mean,
Tom
that's
Brady
a real,
plus 3 or Tampa Bay plus 3?
both.
Wait, so it's 6? They're getting 6?
Yeah.
Look, the Chiefs are a great team.
So they're giving Tampa Bay 3 points.
The Chiefs are getting 3 points.
What did you just say? Tampa Bay what?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Tampa Bay's getting 3 points.
Dude,
Oh, and something interesting.
I just said to you.
I don't know if you knew this. This is the first time a team has a home game at the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I do know. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm going to ask
And
you
their dogs
again.
at home.
So you're going for it?
Bro.
Who's winning this thing? Come on.
Tampa all day.
Straight up.
Tampa all day
day.
plus, they're getting plus 3 points?
Yeah, fucking load. I bet the fucking mortgage on that.
Really?
Yeah, give me your mortgage.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you. I don't have a mortgage. My house is paid off.
Oh shit!
How about if we do this? I'll give you my the code to my Merrill Lynch fund. How about that?
There you go. How's that doing?
Right? Actually, it's still. How's yours doing?
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
What percentage are you up?
A lot.
Like 15 points?
More than that. Yeah.
I'm up about 12 points.
I'm up over 20.
How the fuck are you up over 20?
Because I take more risk.
You know what? See, you got to learn something from Jim Marusic. He's a fucking. You know what he is? You don't notice about him. He's a Viking.
Speaking of Vikings, that's going to lead us into our next.
The Vikes.
Oh. Marjorie Taylor Greene spoke out today to the fucking corrupt and rotten fucking press.
What did he say?
MTG.
She basically just told it like it was because the
did.
Democrats and Republicans kicked her off the committees that she was on.
Yeah, but
Congress.
I don't know the whole story. I heard she was saying
Disgusting.
like crazy stuff.
She had some
No.
things on Twitter that were offensive from like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, but offensive to like, you know, if you're a snowflake.
Okay.
Not offensive to like a regular human being.
So what did she tell the press? What did she say to the press?
She was just like,
Dude, if you were any kind of fucking producer, you'd run the clip.
You got the clip?
it's
No.
look.
He doesn't.
Oh,
happy hour.
wow.
Happy hour. What do you want
Here's
from me?
here's what
Wow,
happened.
better
So,
production.
Here's what's happening, right?
I got the graphic this time.
That's-
So go
Look,
fuck
we
yourself.
got an echo over there. Establishment Republicans are against any grassroots Republican. 100%. I know someone.
Let's
I know-
rephrase that, Jim. Any Republican is not a Republican.
But
They're Democrat light.
The establishment.
Wow, did you hear that?
Republicans,
They're
yeah,
Democrat light.
They are.
Well,
or
a New
communist
Jersey-
light is better because Democrat doesn't even do
Right.
it justice anymore.
So I want to get back to the green thing in a second,
Yeah.
but I want to ask you guys something. Is it true? Are they do nothing Democrats? I don't know. They seem to be writing a lot of executive orders right now.
I think they were written a little ahead of time.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
gee, you think?
maybe.
They do nothing for the American taxpayer, that's for sure.
Look,
Well, dude, you better start to learn to eat with fucking chopsticks.
So if we go to
Good thing I already
Jersey,
know.
right? If we go back to Jersey, we've got Billy Prempe, right? You guys know Billy Prempe?
not
right?
familiar.
He went up against Bill Pascal, right?
That's not my district. So I
not
don't
my
know.
district either. But Billy is an amazing patriot. Amazing patriot.
So
He's telling
the
me.
GOP probably hates him.
Exactly.
The guy from Patterson.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I know
And
what you
he's
mean.
and
Yeah.
you probably did you meet him? I don't
No,
know if
you've
you
told
met
me
him.
about him.
Amazing guy. So he's telling us the GOP dragged him down.
I
They
believe it.
wanted to lose.
Hold on,
Okay?
Jim, hold on. I want to learn. When you say the GOP dragged him down, did they bullet vote against him? What did they do to him to drag him?
They gave
how did
him
they? How did they?
$0.
If the establishment doesn't want
Okay.
you in there, they're going to
They
make sure
did
you
not
don't get
want
in.
him in there. He had to run a grassroots campaign, raise his own money, and the establishment GOP in New Jersey was the enemy to him.
Dude,
Okay?
what?
And he was the candidate. He was the candidate against Bill Pascal.
I don't understand it. You know, the GOP in
And
New
this is
Jersey
no
is
joke.
going nowhere anyway, and you can't support the guy who's most popular.
Well, if you make a deal that you're going to allow Pascal to stay in there, and you're the GOP establishment, okay? So I am
Yeah.
the GOP in New Jersey.
Yeah, but why would they make a deal with a guy who's
Why not? Money. What else? Power. You make the deal. We won't run it against you. Bill, you've been in there for 30 years or however the frig long. I have to look up how long he's been there. You've been
He's
there
already
for all
going
those
into the
years.
candy.
Yep.
You can vote for some of our stuff. You can help us. You can do the backroom deals. Prempe, he's a patriot. He's for the country.
Yeah, see, the GOP.
They do not want
Right. They hate
they
patriots.
do not want, I'm going to call them grassroots patriots or grassroots Republicans, whatever you want to call them. They are actively pushing them down. I saw it firsthand. I've talked to them many times in person. This Green thing, MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, same thing.
That's like an anomaly that she even won.
She got in, and they are furious.
So hold on.
Republicans
Right.
are as furious
Mitch McConnell
as the
hates her.
Democrats.
Why? What did she say to the press,
She's basically
They
like
don't
Donald
control her.
Trump. She's basically Trump.
dude? What did she say to the press today? You said
was-
she
oh,
blew
yeah,
up
yeah.
the press.
She was talking about it was a reaction to getting kicked off the committee. So she was talking about where she stands on things. She was saying that abortion is evil. She was saying she believes in gun control and that good guys should have guns at schools and things like that. Things that liberals fucking hate.
Yep. She's
You know?
she's just doing. She's using common sense. They
She
don't
was
want
talking.
common
She was
sense.
talking about how the government is corrupt and sells out the American worker.
Wow,
things-
that
things-
sounds.
things of
That's
that
actually a
nature.
big Democratic statement right there.
Well, both parties do it. Look. I've been telling you this for a few weeks now. To me, it's just one big uniparty in DC.
100%.
No shit, really. So what do you
So
do?
what? So why are you even separating Democrats from Republicans? They're all fucking
It's
pieces of shit.
establishments versus
Patriots.
Patriots, 100%. And there's
And we're getting our asses kicked right
and
now.
there's no light between established Republicans and Democrats. There's no light between them. They're the same, 100% the same.
Well, a New Jersey Republican is probably the same thing as like a Kentucky Democrat.
Do you know how much she raised?
Yeah.
Do you know how much she raised?
How much?
So she said nobody's helping me. I got to fight this, right? So she set a target of 50 grand. Blew past
I
it.
would donate to her.
She blew past it.
I love
you know
her.
what then
And
she
she's
did?
also very easy on the eyes.
She reset it to 100 grand. Blew past it.
Good.
She ran it to 150.
I think
blew past
she's
it.
going to be there for a long time.
$175,000
In Congress.
Grassroots patriots
God
went
willing.
and gave her $175,000 to fight this bullshit. But there were 10 Republicans that voted against her on the committee.
Right.
10 or 12.
And you know what she said today in her response? I don't know if you got to see her. She said this is going to free up her time now to actually get more things done, spread her message, and talk to more people.
Wow. So now, wait a minute. So you think the Republicans actually shot themselves in the foot?
Oh, yeah. Big league.
Oh, I'm not on any committees? Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a war. We're
What
in a
she
war.
said today, gave me such a chub. It was just so great.
Like a big fat chubby
Like
chub?
a red, white, and blue chub.
Nice.
So, prediction on who the next presidential candidate is going to be for Republican Party.
It's hard to tell. Because,
I'm going to tell you who it is. Do you want to know?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Rick Santoro.
Look,
You're nuts.
I can't.
What? No?
No.
Why?
It's hard to make predictions now because my thinking is under the pretense that all these things are rigged anyway.
They're rigged.
So
The election's rigged.
it's so rigged. I don't even know what to tell you.
Let's set a baseline here between us, if we know. Are the elections rigged?
Not 2020, folks. Hold on, let's get this straight, YouTube. 2020 was not rigged. 2016, total interference. That's all
Right.
I have to say about that. That's all I have to say
Are
about
you trying
that.
not
YouTube.
to get shadow banned?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Or shot?
I'm already shadow banned at 32 fucking subscribers.
Look, you got to go to BitChute
I gotta-
and
I-
forget
I'm
YouTube.
on BitChute. I'm on
and
BitChute.
You got people that they posted on YouTube has a wonderful live stream, right? Which is what you're using,
Right.
And then do you repost it on BitChute?
Yes.
That's what a lot of
Well,
people are doing
I'm
right
recording this simultaneously,
Yeah.
so when we're done, it's going to go right to
now.
BitChute.
Because if we say the wrong things, which you have me here, I'm probably going to screw you up and get you knocked
Well,
off.
it's funny. I got 32 subscribers in the first 2 months we were doing this because
Wait,
we started
wait.
together.
You got the episode got knocked off or the channel?
The episode got knocked off the channel. But wait, that's the next topic anyway, so let's go there.
What do they do? Did they
And,
delete your video, or did they?
yeah.
Or did
Let
they
me
demonetize?
explain
Let me
it.
put the graphic up.
Or because
Okay.
it's
Explain it
interesting.
to the audience.
There's different levels
Right.
of how they
this
mess
was
you up.
this was a natural transition. So I got an email notification this morning, that
Hey, you got a fucking notification?
Show it up. Come on.
So there's the graphic, by the way, guys. I think you'd like that.
We're well beyond that. What he imagined, we're much worse than that.
So, folks, I got an email this morning from YouTube saying I didn't get a strike, which is good because 3 strikes and you're out. We don't want that.
You got 0 strikes?
Nobody wants that. But I posted a reaction video the day of the insurrection. And I guess my opinions, which, by the way, What's Trending, folks, is an opinion show where we talk about facts, but we weigh in with our opinions. I guess my opinions were not acceptable for YouTube's terms of service.
What was your opinions that were so bad?
Well, I said it could have been, I basically said it could have been maybe there's a possibility it was non-Trump supporters that were doing
It's
that.
well beyond that. You know that.
Wait, are you talking about the insurrection?
Right.
You got to just let yourself go. Say your mind.
Well, again, you gotta. It's like a dance. You know what I mean? You gotta.
You want to
Who
come?
cares about
no,
the
here's
shadow
what
ban?
you listen.
Watch this program.
My
on
YouTube channel's
BitChute.
fucked now.
Watch this on BitChute. We need to raise the number of people
How
on BitChute.
pop-
But I
popular-
did get stuck at 32 subscribers, which I find weird because it went to 32 within 8 weeks. So
And then stopped.
And then it just stopped.
There's a lot of things they do against you.
So I'm but to get shadow banned at 32 followers, let me get to 100.
Why are they
Motherfucker,
Why are
it's-
they looking at an account,
Bro,
Listen
it's
to this.
easy to kill you. You ever heard the expression "nip it in the bud"?
It's like having an abortion.
Why
Right.
would they be concerned about a 32 subscriber channel?
And by the way,
How
folks,
did this happen?
hit that subscribe
32
button.
AI.
subscribers. How dangerous are you? They're pretty worried.
We're just a
about
few jerk offs having a good time.
You're just telling the truth.
We're just having a happy hour.
The truth is what they don't want. They don't want the truth.
And that's what's scary.
Here's what's scary. Here's what's scary. You have YouTube, Google, Amazon. They have these big companies that some people say should be broken up. Well, now they've gotten the people in office that's going to die on the vine. They're never going to break them up. And how they let this one fucking guy have so much power. And here's the thing. I know what he's thinking. Hey, fuck you. This is my company. I created. I could do whatever I want. Well, guess what? Alexander and Graham Bell invented something that got taken over too.
You know what they said? Hey, if you don't like it, create your own channel.
Right.
Guess what they created? Rumble. And
I'm on Rumble as well.
Good. And the other thing they created was what? Parlor.
Oh, they crushed it.
Crushed
Parlor, they took right off.
Dan Bongino
the
thought
thing.
Parler was going to be back online in January, and it's still not online.
It's not well, and
Dude,
they
he's
just,
a big
they just-
investor in Parler, isn't he?
He's a top 4 investor.
They just fired the CEO. So
Yeah.
Why
what
they
he-
fire the CEO?
Well, there's two schools of thought here.
One, he couldn't
is,
handle the pressure.
One is the
Bongino
CEO.
was on a show yesterday saying he was lying about a lot of shit.
Right. So Bongino is saying the CEO is full of shit, and the CEO was going to cave to censorship and say, hey, we're getting back online, but we'll censor things that we think are
We'll play ball.
dangerous, like saying the election was, maybe stolen. Can't say that. So the CEO was saying that can't be said.
2016 election was stolen.
2016 election
Not
was
the
stolen.
2020.
Not the 2020. Okay. Well, I'm not worried about YouTube. Don't worry about them.
Well, you're on my channel.
So anyway, the 2016 election
Dude, what are you doing? Cutting Italian bread out there?
was stolen.
Spilled a little beer on the keyboard.
So
I don't even understand that.
Bongino says CEO's lying, right?
He's lying.
That's what he's saying. And you know who I trust more? Bongino.
Of course.
I trust that guy. That guy.
So do I.
That guy's straight up. You gotta use your own discernment when
Bongino used to answer
listen-
me on Twitter before he blew up.
Did he
because
really?
I used to know him when he was just a filming
Is
guy
he
for
still
Mark
on
Levin.
Twitter?
No, not now.
They banned him.
yeah.
If you get banned from Twitter,
Well, he quit Twitter before. Like it was like a mutual.
patriot.
It's like you can't fire me. I quit. It was like one of
Dude,
those.
I'm not. My name is still out there, but I've never checked it again since the election. I'm like, you know what? What for? What for? Why vote? Why?
I'm on my 6th account.
Well, that's the whole thing. So you're saying this. You're saying if you get banned from YouTube, you could just come up with a new persona and start up again.
But those ban you again.
But you
They're
got to
just-
start
yeah,
over.
right.
But that
And then you
that's
lose all those
credibility.
followers.
If you've been banned, so when we talk about that, if you had a strike against you, or not a strike, but
I'll have a strike after
warning,
today for sure.
If you
You
had
think
a
so?
warning, well, for how many followers you said?
32.
32 followers. They should not give any mind
Right.
to your channel.
I should be able to post porn with
You
32
should-
followers.
Well, there are people that post porn or terrorist shit or blow up the White House shit. They can post that.
as long as
They
Trump's
will
the
never,
president.
and they could have 1 million followers. They're fine.
Hey, did you guys read? This was actually in the news that 2 Hollywood stars were talking about assassinating the president. Can you fucking believe that?
Who? Johnny Depp and Madonna?
Yes. Yeah.
I heard. Of
Hey,
them.
you know who spoke out the other day about actually supporting the police? Now, doesn't necessarily make him pro-Trump, but he was pro-military, pro-police.
Hold on, let me guess. Is it Matthew McConaughey?
Besides him,
Who?
Denzel.
Wait, what?
Denzel.
Really?
Now, again, this doesn't make him pro-Trump, per se, but he...
Wait, he was talking about supporting your local sheriff?
He was talking about how upset he is with Hollywood, that they're so anti-military and anti-police.
Good.
Where did he say this? Are you making this up?
No.
He's definitely not making it
it
up.
was on the news yesterday.
Look at him. He's got a Hulk hat on.
Right.
That guy's telling the truth.
Denzel was supporting the police?
Yeah.
Well, he's never going to be in another Spike Lee movie.
He must have family or something. You know,
People are
you
getting
think?
fed, but you know what?
In
People
the-
are getting fed up.
yeah.
People are getting fed up. It keeps ramping. People are getting fed up. They're starting to speak out. I think that's 100% true.
Dude, if you don't want me to eat any more of your candy, just say so.
You-
No, I just...
Wait.
It looked like you were looking at the docket, so I'm just going to shift the picture accordingly.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I want you to see the picture on the TV.
Is that Denzel?
No, that's your
Joker.
boy Jared Leto. Zack Snyder, folks, dropped this image this week. We talked about it last night, but it's for real. We're gonna get Joker in the Snyder Cut.
I have a comment to make here. I don't want everybody to pay attention
You got it, Chubb?
and listen closely. I don't give a fuck about Heath Ledger. playing the Joker. I don't give a fuck about Joaquin Phoenix playing a fucking mental patient Joker.
The
The only two good Jokers on the big screen, well, there's three.
Well, I got two of them right there.
Cesar Romero on the original Batman.
With the mustache covered up in makeup.
There's a whole backstory. I'm not going to get into that right now, why he did that.
I think we should talk about
Jack Nicholson, who is probably, as praised as he is, probably one of the most underrated actors that ever come out of golden Hollywood. And Jared, I hope you're listening. Jared Leto, who plays the Joker, is a phenom.
He's a maniacal...
This guy has got it. He's somewhere halfway between maniacal, nasty, mean, crazy. And here's what he's into.
And
he's a criminal. He robs shit.
There's deleted scenes where he beats the shit out of Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw the footage, the raw footage.
Dude, did he ever do in Suicide Squad, I'm just going to hurt you real bad? Did that make the movie?
Yeah, it actually, I'm surprised.
Me too.
So what is our argument? Who's the best Joker?
Jared Leto. There's not even a doubt.
That's what the question is.
No, but all these cunts out there are like, yeah, you didn't want Joaquin Phoenix. You really...
That wasn't even a Joker movie. That movie
Right.
was about a mental patient that said he was the Joker.
Right. Here's the thing about that movie. I could only
That movie
watch.
had nothing
I
to
didn't
do-
even watch all of it because
I only enjoyed the last 5 minutes, and you know why?
Because you know what? All they
He
show.
shoots up your fucking boy.
That's
there.
like
That's all you like.
He's got mental illness, right? And it's like almost making fun of somebody with cancer. Mental illness is a sickness, right? And the story doesn't. This is a comic book thing, right? And you guys are fucking it up. Look at Jared Leto. He's like, hey, we got to steal shit. We need money.
See that movie, Joker with Joaquin Phoenix? They could have just made that movie and called it something different.
Right. They
And
could have
would've
called
been
it
fine.
Guy in a Clown Suit. Anything you want. It
Right.
didn't have to be the Joker.
Had nothing to do with
Right.
anything DC.
They could have called it BB Rebozo.
They did a fucking, I was going to say corny, I was going to say clowny, but they did a corny, they shoehorned in the Wayne family into that movie, like unnecessarily. The
I
Joker.
know, look, this is not Jim's thing, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But Jared Leto as the Joker, because he even gets frustrated in here with Harley Quinn. He's like, "What this fucking broad is unbelievable."
I think we're living in the Joker world right now.
Wow, no, we're living in the Superman.
When
Bizarro
Joker took
world.
over, that's where we are right now.
Well,
We got Joker and Antifa, no light between them, and BLM because they're the same thing.
Well, speaking of things that aren't
Wow, you are
Jim's-
going to get kicked off.
Speaking of things that aren't Jim's thing, if you look at the graphic on the TV, we're going to plow through
just
this one next
speaking
on the
what I
list.
say.
WrestleMania is coming up, folks, in April.
What?
And it's taking place in the same stadium as the Super Bowl.
Really?
And did you know that
didn't know this.
me and WrestleMania are the same age? So we're going to have WrestleMania 37. I'm going to be 37.
You're as old as WrestleMania.
In September, the same
Well,
age.
let me ask you something, big balls.
Sure.
Mr. Wrestle fucking Mania 37, where I'm
But
37.
I have a whole story behind this.
Hold
though.
on, can I?
Yeah.
Can I finish my...
Just let me get my point.
Is your name Alexandra? You get to interrupt me while I'm talking all the time? All right.
Your firstborn.
So here's the question for you.
Wait, this is a good time for me to get a
Do you
beer.
know how? Do you
I
know
need
how?
another beer.
Do you know how I get in? You know how I know I'm going to
wanna
get
know.
interrupted because I'm talking. My daughter's just like.
Anybody else need some?
No, I'm going slow. Dude, I asked for chips. You didn't get them, did you?
You didn't ask for chips.
The fuck I didn't.
Oh, I got chips anyway.
Wait,
What kind of chips do you have?
American chips or
I got,
French chips?
Don't say PETA. I will kill you.
Talk about your daughter while I get the chips.
Oh wait, I didn't.
No, I'm gonna continue my diatribe about you. I'm gonna continue my diet. Look at this guy. Actually, did a great job here. Lime.
And
Come on, these are corn.
I got
These are not potato chips.
You didn't ask for potato chips.
Yeah, I said chips, and everybody on the planet knows chips means potato. You're like Homer Simpson.
Hold on.
He's like, I asked for potato salad. You bring German potato salad.
Hold on. Chips means French fries if you're from the UK.
Right, come on, we're not from there. So
What
can
do
I
they call
finish
a
my
quarter pounder with cheese in France? Royale with cheese.
dude? Can I finish my thought?
Are you going to be crunching on the mic?
I'm gonna toast to that.
Hold on, let me get my.
It is happy hour,
Bottle
folks. Hey, Juice Heads, let us know what you're drinking in the comments.
Let's do a toast to the
Cheers,
juice heads.
cheers.
Yeah.
So you're swinging your dick all around the fucking apartment about WrestleMania, they're 37, I'm 37. It's in April, it's in Tampa, baby. How come you're not fucking going down there?
Because we don't know the situation yet with allowance to go down there.
Wait. You could get a flight. It's $29.99.
Do you remember when my apartment burned down?
It's like round trip.
The girl that I was banging
$20
was in Tampa. That's
Wow,
where I was.
that's nice. What if she's listening to this?
She's not.
What if
She
her
hates me. Now.
father's listening? Why? What happened?
All I did was help her get an apartment, and now she hates me.
Why?
Because she got a boyfriend, and I said, "Well, if you're gonna have a boyfriend, take my name off your lease." And she never ever answered me again since then.
Did she take your name off the lease?
Airfare is
She better have.
It's almost free. Airfare is almost free right now. You got to get down there.
But
Get your butt down there.
So Vince McMahon.
Why not?
Vince McMahon decided
Why is he not going?
that when WrestleMania turned 31 6 years ago, he was going to stop numbering them. So I actually learned Roman numerals from WrestleMania because that's what they would do. So now he just puts up a graphic of whatever NFL stadium they're in. So that now this year it's fucking WrestleMania pirate ship, as opposed to
That's stupid marketing.
actually numbering the fucking thing. Wouldn't you be proud that, hey, this big idea I had in 1985 made it 37 years?
Dude, what about Super Bowl?
Well,
They put a number on it.
well, they're not afraid of sounding old, I guess.
No. You're not afraid of sounding successful.
Ooh.
Bro,
Get your butt down there.
if you had a hair on your ass, you'd be booking a flight.
We need to know the tickets. Tickets are not on sale.
Excuse me. You would book a flight, get a hotel room.
I could do that in 2 hours.
I'm sure
what are
they're
you,
going to
Uncle Greg?
scalp the tickets. You can get out, just stand out there. Hey, tickets. You can get in there.
I could book a flight right now and go right now if I wanted to. I'll leave you guys here. You watch my apartment.
Bro, what happened?
I'm not worried about that.
What happened the last time you did that?
What do you got in the fridge? What do you got in the fridge?
It's not what's in the fridge. It's what's in the oven. It's a 45-second delay, so you'll be laughing any second.
Dude, what happened? Tell everybody the last time you went to Florida and left your apartment.
Specifically
with
Tampa.
and
You
what
went to
happened?
Tampa and you left your apartment? To who? Who was watching it?
My brother.
Oh, that's trouble.
And then
And he came out well done.
oh, that's not funny, dude. That's my brother.
So anyway,
Well,
guys.
come on, tell everybody what happened.
I want to hear the story. Yeah, everybody wants to know the story.
So I went down to Tampa.
Okay.
This girl I knew for 7 years. It took me 7 years to get in that account, and then I was working the account. You know, so you got to put in your work, and it was a great account. And I came home. I only bought a one-way ticket to Tampa because I took like 15 straight days off from work because it was like
One way.
It was like the last couple of weeks of the year, so there were a bunch of days off anyway. So the way I'd spread my days out, I had off from like December 18th to like January 3rd or something. And I
It's
flew
not like this guy. He's from January to December. He takes off. This guy.
He does.
Go ahead.
So on Sunday morning, I was there for like 3 days. I said, you know what? Let me catch the 9:30 a.m. flight home to Jersey. That way I don't have to miss football. I'll get home exactly at noon. I'll be on the tarmac at noon. Get my Uber. I'll be home at 12:45. Get to my car. I'll be at sidelines by 1. Perfect. Well, I got home by 12:45, and I was wearing this exact hat. That's why there's a little
And who was outside?
about a dozen fire trucks.
Right.
And guess who was inside?
My brother.
Roasted Uncle Greg.
Yep. Oh, come on,
What happened?
dude. He
Inadvertently started a fire, and I guess we can only guess he
We don't
tried
know.
to be a hero and put it out instead of just leaving, instead of just going outside. We also assume he was under the influence pretty heavily.
So we just don't know. Nobody
We
knows.
just don't know.
And the other thing is this. A couple of days before that, AJ had said to Uncle Greg, "Hey, asshole, you keep leaving the fucking burners on in the kitchen when you're cooking.
Right.
You're going to burn the fucking apartment down."
Well, that
And then what happened when you said...
Is that a hint that maybe what happened?
yeah. Oh, no, that's not a hint. That's a direct fucking correlation.
happened.
And then we said... And then he goes...
just pull this a little bit closer to your face.
Bro, he goes like this. He goes to AJ. AJ goes, "Uncle Greg, I'm gonna be gone for 2 days. You gonna be okay?"
Right, Friday morning. I wasn't even gone for 48 hours.
Greg, I'm trying
Your
to bang.
apartment burned down.
I'm trying to bang this fucking broad. I do favors for you.
And this broad, I met her in Vegas in like 2013 at one of the pool clubs. We stayed in touch. She happened to be a Jersey girl, so she put me in the friend zone. She finally takes me out of the friend zone in 2019, only for me to have my apartment burned down for going to see her.
Bro, let me pivot on you. Do you think that it would be even possible to make a movie like Goodfellas today?
No.
Without the PC mob?
No. I didn't ask you that.
No, ask him.
I didn't ask you that.
Hey, last week you
could
wanted
you
to know
make
why
that
I said
movie?
Sea
I like that
Caucus.
question.
That's from Goodfellas. When Joe Pesci's like, hey, we're doing this job down in Sea Caucus.
What's Sea Caucus?
Could they pull it
You mean
off?
it's a caucus?
No, I got friends. It's Sea Caucus.
No, he's not saying Sea Caucus.
I'm saying Sea Caucus.
Yeah,
Sea
Sea
Caucus.
Caucus. It's not Sea
We're
Caucus.
down in Sea Caucus.
It's not Sea Caucus.
Bro,
Sea Caucus.
answer the question. Could they make
It's a good question.
Goodfellas today?
That's a great question because they made The Irishman and that sucked.
Dude, they made The Irishman. They cut out all of the cursing, the violence, the womanizing, everything.
It was the neutered Scorsese.
Can I tell you what? Actually, if they did Goodfellas, they could do it. They got to have at least one gay scene.
Right.
A little
They can have some guys.
and it's got to be interracial.
You got to have guys
right, interracial
kissing
guys kissing. Can they have some girls kissing girls?
Hey,
No,
by the
well,
way,
they
Juice
don't do that, and
this
I
is,
like- that's
this is
okay.
why the happy hour is the best show I do because we don't give a fuck what's on the docket. We'll talk
No.
about fuck.
Right? But they would have to have that. And they'd have to have the trans person.
Right.
Gotta
Like,
put that
like a
in.
Geico commercial.
They gotta have the guy, and they wouldn't have it. It wouldn't happen. It's just too normal.
Dude, don't make fun of the Geico commercials. They're
Oh no,
actually-
actually those
they're
are
pretty
the
funny.
progressive commercials. I mean,
Oh, the progressive.
Yeah,
They're
those are the worst.
fucking funny.
the Geico commercials are a scoop. There it is.
The progressives are the one where like the three people show up and at the end the girl goes, "You smell like fish," and he thinks he's talking to the fisherman. He goes, "No, I'm talking to Jamie over there. Stink like fish." But anyway, dude,
I like
could
that
they
you have
make
an agenda?
Could
We
they?
gotta go to the next.
We're going back to get. We're not going to talk
I
about.
love that we have an
hold
agenda.
on. I just.
Well, it's what the show is called. What's trending? So
Dude,
we're talking about what's
So
trending. That's why
you
there's
think
an agenda.
about it,
Bro,
Right.
I want to
Put some
finish.
thought,
We put the bullet
and then you
points,
bring it all down.
and
Dude,
then we bring it. To
Can I
life
just
on the
finish
show.
my thought on
Yes.
The Irishman?
And then we're going to get to what's next on the docket.
Okay. Oh,
Wait, are you racist against Irishmen?
no, the movie. The
Hey,
Irishman.
did you know there's a thing called Black Irish?
Of course,
Yes.
motherfucker.
I never heard of
How
that.
do you not know that?
I was watching Oz, and this guy goes to the corrections officer. Hey, us Black Irish got to stick together.
Right. It's Irish that have typically blue eyes and black hair, and I think if I have it correct, that part of Ireland was settled by Spain.
Italians?
By Spain.
España.
Spain.
By dark-skinned guineas.
Dude, what? Just because you're Italian, you can't fucking say that, you motherfucker,
You
you.
can't say that. You
No.
can say that.
You can't.
It's my
wrong.
own kind.
No, it's not your own kind. You can't do that.
That's racist against
You don't
yourself.
own. Right.
No, you guys are right. I'm an American.
Thank you.
True enough.
Listen, when the war starts,
This
and
man's
they,
a patriot. Anyone doubts it? I'm looking in the camera. Patriot.
can I finish my
patriot.
thought about The Irishman?
Go for it.
It sucked. It was the fucking
Didn't we
worst.
establish this 20 minutes ago?
Well, hold on.
The movie sucked.
The movie sucked. However,
Do you want some salsa? Maybe it'll make the chips taste better.
no, I'm not eating that. No, because you're supposed to have chips a la potato, not a la corn.
Wait, are you making fun of Irish again? Do you know there was a
No.
potato famine?
Hey,
Did you know this?
Do you want to try my famous homemade chicken soup?
No.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's been sitting on the stove since fucking yesterday.
No, I took it out around 3 o'clock.
We put it
Yeah,
in the fridge.
it's 7:00 at night. Come on, are you kidding me? That's not even chicken soup anymore. Now it's a fucking bacteria experiment.
I'll try it.
You're a bacteria experiment.
Boil
You
it.
want chicken soup?
You boil it. I'll
He
eat
wants
it.
chicken soup, bro. Bro, can you
sir.
get the? Could you fucking get back here and sit down?
You got to finish your thoughts on
That's
camera.
all right. Look, you're on camera.
All right, so
It's
my
all about you.
So-
What's your name again?
Donnie G.
Donnie G.
Donnie G.
So, dude,
Like from New Kids on the Block.
so that movie was about Jimmy Hoffa, right?
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
He was barely in it.
Dude, do you want to know the best Jimmy Hoffa movie ever made?
What's it called? Hoffa?
This is a Jimmy
Yes.
Hoffa movie.
Hoffa.
There's actually a movie.
Jack Nicholson. It runs 3 hours and it goes at like 3 minutes. It's that great. It's not good. It's great. I watched it for the first time the other night. That guy, I swear to God, is just, he's fucking sick. He's incredible as an actor.
Is he better
I'm putting
as
it on the
Joker or
list.
Hoffa?
I'm putting that on the list. I gotta
Bro.
watch that shit.
Bro, he's That's like saying, hey, you know who makes the best pizza in the world? Who? Frank. What's better, his pizza or his pizza? He's an actor. It's fucking, the product is fabulous. All right, Jim's tired of me talking. All right, Jim,
next on the docket, folks. This is something not necessarily trending, but it kind of is trending with.
Hey, wait! Why are we yelling?
Yeah,
we're yelling
because we're excited.
We love yelling.
So I wanted to talk about the difference between
Bongino.
What about him? He yells.
He yells. Yeah, he does. Right.
So, folks, we're going to talk about the difference now by the experts here. We're going to talk about the difference between amnesty and legal status because. These liberals are pushing for amnesty, trying to shove it down the throats of hardworking, tax-paying Americans that are fucking citizens. Just give these people... And by the way, Daca stands for Deferred Action from Criminal Aliens. How do you like that? I made that up myself.
How many
you're getting shut off.
there? How many are there?
Here's what I say. Do not give them citizenship. Give them legal status.
Right.
That means you don't kick them out, let them stay, let them work, let them pay taxes, but they don't get to vote.
Right.
That's it.
You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your... That's the only reason they want them here is for the vote.
And what makes them think they're going to automatically vote Democrat anyway?
Are you shitting me? Because the Democrats are giving them whatever they want. What do you want? Here's
maybe
what...
Maybe they don't like
read
their policies.
The Democratic Manifesto. Here's what they said they're going to get. Free health care. Free legal help.
Yeah, free shitty healthcare.
Free education. And Biden said the maximum amount...
Did you say free re-education?
It
might have been.
The maximum amount of welfare.
Right.
Why would you... You're not going to vote for that guy who's giving you all of the free stuff? And I recently heard, I forget which news station it was, that a lot of the people that are coming in illegally have... medium jobs in those countries. You're like, well, I can make a lot more money. And they cited a guy who was a bank manager in one of these Latin American countries. And he's like, no, I can make a lot more money as a bank manager in the U.S. So I'll just jump across the border and we'll go from there.
Well, I think the high-level people coming over, the bank managers, are the minority by far, right?
Absolutely.
So, okay, here's the play. I come in and I get minimum wage, which let's make it $15. Great. Okay. Or I get free shit. Great. Where are you? You're here. You want to be here. This is America. You want to be up.
Can you do that with the other hand for the camera? So it makes it, that didn't make the camera.
You want to be here.
Guys, can I tell you the dirty secret?
You do not want to be here. You come in. Do you want to be minimum wage? Do you want to be basic income? No. You come here because you want to be fucking rich. That's why you come here. You come here for the freedom of coming here.
Can I tell you the dirty secret about a $15 minimum wage?
Tell us.
Why do you think? Why are they fighting for a $15 minimum wage and not a $2.50 an hour minimum wage?
First of all, I don't think there should be any minimum wage.
Yeah,
it should be whatever the market demands.
Nah, there should be a minimum wage.
They're killing the small business.
No, they're not. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Here's the dirty secret about minimum wage. Here is why you're not fighting for $2.50 and you're fighting for $15. Because they raise the minimum wage $2.50, $4.50, $6.50. And what happens? All the prices go up commensurately.
Well, it's like when you raise the...
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Okay? They raise the minimum wage and you kill small business. Okay? You're killing small business. You're killing the guys that cannot pay. So if you go, okay, I'm paying you whatever it is, X dollars plus tips or whatever, you're killing the small
you know what? I'm going to
business.
actually argue with myself and agree with you because I was thinking about buying a cigar store. And
I remember this.
When I did the numbers and I'm looking at a $15 minimum wage.
I can verify the validity.
It doesn't work.
What am I going to do? Sell cigars at $30 a piece? Get the fuck! What are you out of your fucking mind?
You can't. So you're killing small business. Where this whole globalist, whatever you call it,
a minimum
they're
wage
going
job
for the big businesses.
See what they're doing, Jim and Donnie G. They're conflating minimum wage level jobs with livable wage jobs. A minimum wage job isn't supposed to be a livable wage job. My first job, I was 14 years old working at The Godfather, much like Donnie G over here pretty much had the same first job as me. The purpose of that job was not to live off that money. We were living at home. It was for fucking, you put some away, you spend some.
And then you get a better job.
And then you're
after
right.
that.
The point,
after that.
That's why I don't even agree with the minimum wage in the first place. But if there's going to be one, it doesn't need to be $15 fucking dollars.
The market will determine the minimum
And all you're
wage.
doing is fucking people in the ass because they're going to lose their jobs because people
100%
can't
right.
afford it.
Hey, can we talk about Mike Lindell?
We will, but first I want to talk about the lovely lady I put up on the graphic.
Who is that?
Her name is
She's
Amanda
pretty.
Hug and kiss?
Amanda Ensing, and she's been canceled.
What do you mean? She's
Tell us about her.
She's the latest person to be
I'm not sure
canceled.
if I know her.
Dude,
she
am
has,
I right or wrong? I'm old.
tell
is,
us
she,
about-
is she on fire?
She has
Hulkamania, tell
She
us
has
all about her.
1.2 million followers on Instagram.
That's a lot.
And Instagram was basically, she was getting paid from Sephora and a couple other brands for using their products on Instagram. Well, guess what?
What's
Sephora
wrong with that?
So she spoke up.
I know her. Now I
She
knew
spoke
her.
up for the right because she leans right of center in her politics. So all the people that were sponsoring her, all these businesses that were sponsoring her, decided, hey, we're going to cancel her because she's not a liberal fucking, she thinks for herself, basically. So we're going to cancel
Dude,
her.
she looks Hispanic. She's beautiful.
But she's conservative. That's not allowed.
Wait, you can't be Hispanic and conservative?
No, if anything, I would think the majority of Hispanics would be conservative. But,
So,
that goes against the narrative.
She's actually, I've never seen her or heard of her before. This girl
She's
this
a
girl
social
is
media chick.
beautiful
From what
woman.
I've seen from her,
So she's social media influencer. Do you know who this is, Jim?
yeah, from what I've seen from her, she built a YouTube channel similar to
Justin Bieber?
Hulk Hogan over here.
I love that I wore this hat
Right?
today.
So similar, she built it up, and she capitalized on the that YouTube was building up, and she was very honest in that she was saying, "Hey, I'm doing makeup, and and she came from a humble background, and she said, "Here, I'm getting this makeup, and here's the right way to do it, and here's how you can, use this makeup." And eventually, Sephora canceled her. Right?
So what? She can't do it anymore?
If you want to type in her name on your phone, it's Amanda Ensing.
They
Ensing.
canceled her. They said
They straight up canceled her.
They said
straight up.
That's it. And why? Because she didn't toe the party line.
And as
right?
far as I know, Fox News hasn't even reported this. I found out about this from Newsmax.
yeah, and it's
By
insane.
the way, Juice Heads, I hope you guys aren't watching Fox News anymore, and that goes for you guys too.
I can't even look at it.
Fox is dead.
They're dead to me.
I'm
Newsmax
actually
is
I
dead
watch
as
One
well.
American and Newsmax.
Newsmax is the best. Well, Greg Kelly specifically is the best. Greg Kelly might come on my podcast.
So I think we have a topic.
Wait, what?
He's like the main event guy on Newsmax.
Greg Kelly is awesome.
I love Greg Kelly.
Well, you know who his
anybody
father
see-
is, right?
No, Mike Kelly? Gay
No.
Mike?
Dude, he doesn't know who Greg Kelly's father. Kelly's father is.
Tell him.
Ex-commissioner of New York police.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you know what?
Carrick?
Yeah, because he doesn't shy. Because a lot of these people like Cooper Anderson or Anderson Cooper, whatever that guy's name is, he hides away from the fact that his parents were celebrities. But Greg Kelly doesn't hide.
Anderson Cooper does not fucking hide away from the fact that he's the biggest lying piece of shit. The best thing that ever came out about Anderson Cooper when he was going nuts about someplace where it was flooding and the cameraman was on dry ground and he walked into a giant fucking
He's
puddle.
corrupt. He's from the Vanderbilts.
And somebody went behind him and took a picture and showed it and made him look like a complete fucking moron. That's my opinion.
Why are you yelling into the mic?
He's part of the
Sorry,
Vanderbilts.
you're
Right? He's part of the Vanderbilts.
Yeah, Gloria
So-
Vanderbilt's his mother.
Right.
But wait, where are we going back to this, right? So, what was your question?
I didn't really have one.
You
So
have a
conversation. Might as well go to the next thing on the docket. HR1. What's on their fucking agenda?
What is
They're
HR1?
trying. The first bill that this new Congress is trying to pass.
Oh, I knew HR1.
Is they're trying to ban voter ID for all federal elections in all 50 states. And I have a graphic for this.
Wait,
that I'm
we
about to
don't.
put
You
up.
don't need voter ID.
Of course not. Look at the 2016 election. Wink, wink.
All right. So in the 2016 election, from what I've seen, and there's this guy, Mike Lindell, right? He's had a...
Donnie G, I put the appropriate graphic up.
You might want to watch Mike Lindell's 2-hour documentary. I haven't gotten through it yet. I'm about 45 minutes
Is it like his whole
in.
life story?
No.
Or is it about like more recent things?
Everybody's got to watch it. It's about 2 hours long. It just came out a few hours ago.
Somebody just sent me a... Is it this one, dude? Is it this? Absolute Proof?
Correct. Absolute Proof. You guys all
You're
have
going to
to
get
watch
shut
it.
off after 3 fucking viewers.
You all have to watch Absolute Proof. But Mike Lindell is telling us that, and he's interviewed a bunch of people. He condensed it into what's going on with the.
Yeah, I heard he's spending a lot of his own money into looking into the 2016 election.
Why would this guy, Mike Lindell,
is that true?
Got plenty of money? Why would he risk his reputation and risk his
Well, he's already got no reputation, to the left. They already hate his guts anyway.
But
yeah, because you know why? He loves
his
Jesus.
Business to come out in this way. And that's what I got to say. You got to look at these people who are risking their lives and their
livelihood.
And their livelihoods to come out and say something ain't right with the 2016.
So hold on.
election.
I want to comment on that. I was thinking about this. Mike Lindell, he had a very rough life, and now he's a very successful entrepreneur. And I really dig him
That's
because
the real American dream.
when he was on TV, when you first started to see him come on TV, he would advertise his pillow, and he always wore a gold crucifix all the time, right?
Yes, he did.
No matter what, you see him with a gold crucifix. Anyway, I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, this poor fucking guy, the left is going to destroy him. He's going to lose everything. And then I forgot, 75 million people voted for Trump.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Correct.
It might be 100 million. But that would get me kicked off of YouTube if you ever said that.
No, that'll get me kicked off of YouTube.
So hold on. The way AI works, everything that you've said, even if you're praising everything and not being derogatory or negative about it, the AI is going to pick up keywords and kick you off. They should be kicking everybody off then. How do they kick off? How do they figure out the sentiment of the conversation?
Well, that's like, see, I akin that. That's a great point.
So here,
I
let me give you an example.
Somebody with a Confederate flag that's from, like, say, South Carolina. That doesn't mean that they support slavery and they're fucking a Southern hick. That's their heritage. There was a thing. There was a movement. They didn't win.
No, what I'm saying
But
is
you don't know what's...
No.
But what I'm saying is when somebody has a Confederate flag, and I'll let you talk, when somebody has a Confederate flag and they're waving it proudly and they're from a Southern state below the Mason-Dixon, you don't know what's in their head and in their heart.
No, what I'm saying is this. How does big tech figure out this? Let's say we have a far-left liberal show. And on that show, I'm going to ridicule somebody who thinks slavery should be legalized, right? So I bring somebody on, and I let him talk for 15 minutes, and he says, for example, slavery is good because it does this. Slavery was never real in the South. Black people actually were elevated by slavery. Slavery actually hurt white people. And then, hold on, let me finish.
This channel just got 3 strikes in one show.
No, let me finish. But my question is, so then the commentators go, okay, you had your chance to talk. You are fucking wrong. Slavery is wrong, and here are the top 10 reasons. Number 1, it is wrong to enslave any person. It hurts them psychologically, physically, monetarily. We can talk all day. Mr. X, I don't know how you could possibly say that slavery is good when it's not. So the question I'm asking is this. How does the AI figure out
the context?
The context. How does it figure out?
I don't know if it's there yet.
So you're telling me
it may or may not be able to figure out. I think it could be keywords. It could be other things.
I don't see how it
Look,
could be.
they're banning a lot of people.
But again,
we got to go back. We got to go.
Human beings can't figure out the context.
We got to go
right?
back. How many people you got? 32 people, right? That are following this. Now, if you're taking a channel that has 32 people who are subscribed,
Someone's having a happy hour over there.
And you're blocking that shit. That's serious. They're scared.
I
Of
did.
you.
I poked the bear.
They're scared of what you're doing. And you've been doing this for how long?
Since
you been
Labor
doing
Day.
this?
We started on Labor Day.
You started on Labor Day. And why did you start this?
So me and Donnie G here have been talking about doing this for what, 8 years? And we finally brought it to life.
Why'd you start it now?
Well, because finally,
What made you go, holy shit?
I'll tell you.
We
I know
gotta start this shit.
Because he was breaking my
now,
balls.
right.
Because he was breaking my... Because we're having such good
What happened
conversations.
was, he came over, we're sitting in the backyard having a cigar, and I'm like, jerk off.
We should be doing the fucking
You go like, oh, we should do a podcast. And I'm like, you're all fucking talk, motherfucker. All you do is fucking talk. Go buy the equipment, set it up.
And what did I do?
But what got you the impetus back then? What was it? A couple months ago.
It really wasn't
It wasn't politically motivated
at all. We just happened to talk about topics on the
just
show.
happened to be, we got to get out there. We got to get our voice out.
No, what happened was before
Because
AI.
8 years ago, no one cared about politics, right?
Well,
That was
8
pre-Trump.
years ago, we would have
Certainly
thousands
not.
and
8
thousands
years ago,
of followers,
not
but
even
he
close.
fucked it up.
Wait, what did I fuck up?
Because you started at 8 years too late. If you started 8 years ago, we'd be too big to kick
Hey,
off.
This is
what
the
was
time.
the...
People need to hear
hey,
truth
juice
now.
heads out there.
People need to hear truth
This
now.
guy that is named Donnie G taught me a very valuable lesson a long time ago. He may not know he taught me.
Don't
this.
stick your finger in the socket.
He said it's never too late to do anything.
It's never too late to do anything.
That's a good advice. It's
never too late.
Especially for an old man.
Never too late, right? And I'm old.
And he also once told me, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
No, that was Back to the Future.
Oh, right.
No, he's full of shit.
That was Back to the Future. Marty, if
So
you
our
put your
point-
mind to it,
The point
you
we
can
were
do
on
anything.
was HR 1
Right.
bans voter ID for federal elections in all states. It's bullshit.
Now, the federal government, from what I understand, isn't allowed to tell states how to run their elections.
Indeed not.
So I think that this might violate this document called the Constitution.
So what we're finding right now, okay, what we're finding between all of us, the Constitution,
It's toilet paper.
well, the Constitution was an amazing document.
It wasn't. It is
An
now.
amazing document. Our founders went through all kinds of history and came out with a founding document.
They looked at Rome. They looked at philosophers. They looked at all the greats. And they said, what can we do to make this? It's never going to be perfect, but what can we do to not fuck up like these other people fucked up?
They looked at it. Right, exactly.
Is there no one in Washington that wants to fight them? There's no Democrats or Republicans who are going,
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to. She's the only one now.
No, but we're
She's
going
the
back
only
to
one
the
fighting
Constitution.
for us.
What we're saying is there's a Constitution, and then there's people that could care two shits about.
And
the
the first 10
Constitution.
amendments of the Constitution are called.
They could care two
The Bill
shits
of
about
Rights.
them. They don't care about the Constitution, and they've gone full on.
Actually-
Hey, quiz show.
Communism.
What's the Third Amendment?
thou shalt not kill.
Close. The Third Amendment is you don't have to harbor military people in your house.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, that, we take that for granted. But that's like a thing they put in. The first thing was speech. The second thing was the right to bear arms. The third most important thing to the framers was that it doesn't have to be mandatory to allow military people to stay in your house.
That's because when the British were putting down the revolt, they would just come in and come into your house.
But I'm saying, as a country,
would.
we take the Bill of Rights for granted.
Yes.
We should not.
Well,
No.
we're so far removed from it, and what is devastating is that the Democrats are like, let's pack the court. Let's get rid of the, and this is the fundamental thing that they're really going to do. If they're really going to try and get rid of the Electoral College, and the Electoral College isn't there by mistake.
But you're not going to have a country because a lot of states are going to be like, peace out.
dude,
Right.
dude,
Let me explain to where we're at. Okay, here's where we're at. We are a communist country.
Absolutely.
Period.
We're in a banana republic.
Period.
He greenlit the pilot.
Period.
I just can't star in it.
And no bullshit. Okay, and here's the couple of. Hopefully, I'll hit them all. Number one, we do not have elections that are fair and free.
But you're not talking about 2020. You're talking about 2016. Correct? Right.
No.
you're
fair
done
free
anyway,
elections.
so cut it out.
Okay.
You're going to be flagged.
Hey, this is your channel too, asshole.
I'm sorry.
We no fair and free elections, right? It's
You just
true.
gave me a Nico.
Free speech is the second one. Okay.
That's done.
Do we have free speech?
Not at all.
No.
Okay, so we've got a channel. We've got people who are talking
And that's what used to separate
their
us
own
from Banana
thoughts
Republics.
and their own feelings. This is a very basic channel, right? We've got honest people that are speaking their opinion.
That's all this
You
is.
got a
folks' opinion.
strike.
No, I did not get a
Or
strike.
whatever you got. What you
I
got
got a
you got
video
to demerit. You got to demerit. Okay? We got Hulk Hogan.
And I did my best Keaton impression.
He
The
has
way
a
I started
demerit.
the video, I go, "You want to get nuts? Come on!"
And
Let's
we
get
are
nuts."
we are speaking in circles here because we're afraid to speak the truth. We don't have free speech.
We do not have free speech.
Guess what? We're a communist country. Okay? Right? We are.
Hey, speaking of that, the next topic on the docket goes along with this. Biden's press team requests questions from media beforehand. So when that fucking
That's my
What's
third
wrong with
item.
that?
Right here. Number
Trump did
3.
that.
Number 2
Yeah.
is no free speech.
Yeah, sure he did.
Number 3 is we do not have a free press.
No, we don't. We have a rigged press.
Our press is rigged, and to go to Biden and go, hey,
Why does the press
What
hate the
questions-
country so much?
because they're
Dude.
bought off.
Dude, here's the thing.
Because like two people
They
control
want,
it?
and they said, why do you want the questions ahead of time? He goes, well, we're trying to facilitate it and really get the information out to the people that they need.
Yeah,
to hear.
we'll circle back. You hear that one enough yet?
All right.
First of all, this woman she won't be on much longer.
She's a disaster.
She's a dunce.
She's a disaster. Can you imagine if she was
Raggedy
repping
Ann
Trump?
is
How
a-
Oh,
Matthew would fucking
God.
hammer her?
The only reason I might watch Fox is for
comedy.
no, what's her name? The press secretary is now on there.
Is she
Oh,
hot?
Kayleigh McEnany?
Kelly McEnany.
See,
is,
that's Newsmax's problem. They should have made her a better deal than
Newsmax
Fox.
is done. Have you seen the Newsmax interview
with Lindell.
with Lindell?
No, but they
Horrible.
made it good the same night.
How'd they make
He
it
did
good?
make it good.
He came back on.
They tried to
he came
take
back on
it
with a different
back.
host. Look, I only to be
Wait, wait a second.
disclosure.
Wait
They
a
don't
second.
fire that
Full
MFer.
full
Who was the
disclosure.
MFer who interviewed him?
Full disclosure. The only thing I watch on Newsmax is Greg Kelly. So I
Greg
didn't-
Kelly's awesome.
I
Well,
didn't
who was
see
the guy
what
that
happened.
interviewed Mike Lindell?
I
You
don't know.
remember his name?
I,
I gotta look him up.
I watched
We
it.
gotta look him up.
And Mike
Whoever
Lindell
interviewed
started
him-
talking about the machines and the computers, and this guy just shut him the fuck down.
And then he walked out. And he
Uh,
walked literally off the stage.
The host of the show.
Have you ever seen that? You got
That's-
the anchor
That's
of
even
the show.
That's like as low as MSLSD.
and he walks away.
And he's like this. He goes.
He walks away.
He goes. What you're talking about has never been proven. Newsmax does not believe in that. Newsmax believes that the election
So my
was
understanding-
real. And I'm like, oh my
Wait,
god.
so do we on the Juice
Yeah.
Giorgio network. It
My
was a real
understanding
election.
is
The 2020 election was
that-
real. It really
that
happened. Right?
Newsmax
Yes, it
gave
was
a
a reality.
lot of money to the Democrats. Sorry to say.
Well, you know what? They might, but you know what? They're not censoring Greg Kelly. So as long as Greg Kelly's
You've got
legit.
so here's a very
Yeah, but
good-
that's
very
like
good
saying,
point.
okay, great, I'll watch Fox as long as Hannity's on. He's a
No,
fucking
I'm done with
bore.
Fox altogether. I will not watch Hannity.
Now here-
I don't watch Tucker.
Here's a good point. This is definitely where I'm at right now. You will get truth from different sources, but some are credible,
There's no yawning
and
on
some
happy
are
hour.
partly credible. Right? Okay.
You want a coffee?
The beer and the bourbon.
Newsmax
No.
partly credible. Newsmax partly credible after that shit. Right? Okay. There's people that you can trust. There's people you can't. Use your own discernment. But Newsmax, they're on my shit list. They're out. I took them
Well,
off.
don't fuck
I'm not
Greg Kelly
following them.
over it.
Too bad. Too fucking bad. Fox, don't screw up Hannity or not. Actually, I don't like Hannity as much, but
Fuck Hannity.
You know what? I'll listen to Hannity on the radio.
Why? All he does,
you can't
he
support
only
these
the
motherfuckers.
same
Wait,
fucking
wait.
shit.
You're gonna love what I'm about to say. You know what Hannity does? He offers you a nice dose of hopium every day.
He does. That's exactly what it is. It's
And there's a
hopium.
lot of people offering hopium. Look for the truth.
He must have already knew that word because when I told you that word for the first time,
Oh no, I've heard it
he
many
was
times.
I was loving it.
But look for the truth.
Bro, you got to wake up.
You got to discern
This is happy
for
hour.
yourself.
It's the bourbon and the
You've
fucking
gotta
IPA.
It's a happy
discern
hour
for
live stream.
yourself. Nobody's 100% truth, right? Would you agree? Is anybody 100% truth?
Well, I think Greg Kelly is.
You think he is?
All right, well,
Maybe.
guys. So stop your fucking complaining. What do we do?
I'll tell you what not to do, and that's next on the docket here. Joe Biden wants racial equity.
What does that mean?
They changed the word from equality. Now, by the way, folks, I'm all for equality of opportunity. The left was always for equality of outcome, but now they're just skipping equality altogether. Now they want equity.
What does that mean?
It's just a quicker, easier, cheaper way to take money out of our pockets and put it into people that are not white.
I would agree.
That's all that means.
So, racial equity, what does it mean?
That's exactly what
It's
What does it
called
mean?
wealth distribution. So they're going to tax us more and
for
just
being white.
All right,
And ju-
so
and just-
And
hold
I'm
on.
not even white. I'm Italian.
Hold
I'm a
on.
Guinea.
We grew up here.
That means you're half
we all
black.
grew up in the U.S., all of us, right? All right. What is this bullshit? Racial equity.
The left is obsessed with race.
Bullshit. There is systematic racism in this country. I 100% agree. It's against white males. Right? Racial
look.
prejudice is against white males.
It's
If
wait,
you
I'll get more
if
specific.
you
It's
are
against straight white
Straight white
Christian males.
Christian males, even better, right? So you've got an advantage over multiple different, whether you're whatever ethnicity. It's ridiculous. I've never seen race in my whole life. Doesn't matter. I don't care what you are. Do you care? I don't care.
I don't give a shit. I don't care if you're fucking purple.
And this whole narrative that's come about that if you're a certain color,
By the way, I like
and
to
they
say
make
I'm
up this
colorblind.
color.
I'm colorblind. I judge people actually on the content of their character, like a famous person once said.
I heard of this guy,
Right.
But I won't name him. But
I don't judge people on the
I've heard
color
this
of their
guy.
skin.
And that's the dream, right?
Because if I see three shady-looking motherfuckers that are white, I am gonna walk on the other side of the road, on the other sidewalk.
You will.
That's not racist. How can I be? I guess maybe I'm racist against whites then. I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Well, I have to drop off of this thing because on LinkedIn, Facebook is looking for a director of partner solutions for global audiences. I might have to take that.
You have to
Hey,
take-
global audience, give them the Juice Giorgio Network on YouTube. We got a global audience, 32
No.
people. Hey guys, next on the docket, Jeff Bezos. He quit Amazon this week. What's going on?
Why is that?
Why is that?
What kind of dumb question is that?
Why would you drop down as a CEO
Why? What kind
of a
of
major
dumb
company?
question is that?
See, someone has to steer the ship on what's trending. That's me.
Okay, so let me tell
That's
you why
true.
you just ran aground.
What happened to this guy?
Dude, he wants to get laid, relayed, parlayed, marmalade, and soufflé.
Isn't his ex-wife like the second richest person on the earth?
Yeah, when they said you're going to have to give her half, he goes like this. He says, it's all right, all right, I'm still the richest
It's
guy
like
in the world.
18.8 trillion.
Yeah,
whatever
I
it
mean,
was.
why doesn't he want to do it? He goes, you know what? I'm tired of hearing all you motherfuckers bitch, moaning, and complaining. I'm never going to eat fucking peanut butter and jelly on Ritz crackers ever again. I'm rich. Now he's going to be the glitterati. He's going to fly around the world. He's going to be banging waitresses
Wait.
two at a
The
time.
waitress. What?
Hold on.
I think they have a
Bezos is
fantasy
rich
for
enough-
banging waitresses.
No, it's from The Godfather.
How much does he
But I
have?
think that rubbed
How
off
much
on
does
you.
this guy have? How much does Bezos have?
Oh, it's tens of billions, dude.
It's so
I think
much
it's 36
money.
billion.
So much money. Why did he just...
By the way, have you seen? He went from a little nerdy, fucking fat, bald
Bookseller.
guy. Now he's fucking all buffed out.
You remember when Amazon was just books? It was a book site.
That was what it was.
All right, guys,
for.
I'm going to take you to school right now. I'm going to take you and capital J here to school right now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Back in 1800 nothing.
Holy shit! Were you around back then?
I wasn't. I was just born.
Oh, my family was in Italy.
And where?
Italy.
What the fuck is Italy?
I was in Italy too.
It's Italy.
ITLY.
So back
Obviously, you're not from the old country because you don't pronounce it correctly.
back in 1800 nothing, there was this farm in Iowa.
When our families didn't have slaves.
in Ohio.
There was a farm in Iowa in 1801. And on this farm, there was a woman. And this woman had a husband, 3 kids, and a cow. And on this farm one day, she says to her husband, "Hey, shit dick."
That word was around back then?
Absolutely.
It ain't doing nothing.
And she called him shit dick because he was always out there banging the sheep. So
He was a sheep fucker.
he was a dirty sheep fucking shit dick. So she said to him, "Hey, shit dick, after you get that wiener of yours out of Bossy the sheep, I need curtains." He goes, "Curtains? Make them." She goes, "What am I supposed to do? Shit out the curtain rods and the fucking material?" And she goes, "Look, I don't give a fuck where you get them. Just get them." So he doesn't know what to do. So he's scratching his head, and his son comes over and picks up this thing the size of a telephone book and bats him across the head and said, "Dad, page 853 at the bottom right. All the curtains you could ever order out of the Sears catalog." The Sears catalog...
Was it really around in 1801?
The Sears catalog...
Really? You're shitting me.
I know Jeff Masterson. The Sears catalog...
It was around that long?
The Sears catalog had everything you could imagine. You could...
But was it... Can you verify 1801?
Jim, look it up. When did the Sears catalog come out?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
He's a real fact checker, folks, not a liberal fact checker.
It was probably more like 1857. But anyway.
Okay, all right, I'll buy 1850. Don't even look it up. I'll buy 1850. I'll settle on 1850.
So, if you had a Sears catalog, it was legitimate the size. And for you idiots out there who don't know what a phone book is.
Don't call our viewers idiots.
You dumbasses. If you don't know what a phone book is.
This is why we only have 32 subscribers.
Go run in the kitchen and ask your mommy and daddy what a phone book is. But those meatballs probably
It's
don't
what
know
I used to
it
get
is either.
hit over the head with if I got a fucking bad report card.
Right. It's what Superman would rip in half to show his strength. Anyway.
In Sopranos, they shot the fucking... They put the phone book over the broad's midsection, and Frankie Vincent shot the gun through it, and it made it to the P section.
So anyway, the Sears catalog had about 8 million pages in it, and you could order anything from a candy bar to a jock strap.
Now, were they based out of Chicago?
To I don't remember exactly where, but the point that you're missing is this: they were the Amazon
Of the time.
of the time. You could buy anything: books, record players. You could even buy, and I'm not making this up, a house. And they would send all the pieces, and you could build a house.
So you got to give Bezos credit for being the Sears catalog.
Hold
of
on.
the internet.
No, I'm beating up on Sears.
Well, actually, eBay was Amazon before Amazon.
No, they weren't. Totally different thing. Point being...
No, because they had Buy It Now.
Point being is this.
I love when I can hear your
The
echo.
managers of Sears saw Amazon rising as this behemoth. And because the managers created fiefdoms and only worried about themselves, they let Amazon just take right over. If you remember growing up...
So they didn't compete.
They didn't compete at all. And if you remember...
It's almost like a rigged election.
If you remember, you could... That's not at all like a rigged election. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you just saying words now?
I'm saying keywords.
You know, when you're talking, here's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to go like this. Keyboard. Concrete.
All right.
Pebbles.
I'm jumping in with the fact checker.
This is the most fun happy hour live stream I've had.
Hold on, I'm jumping in with the fact checker if I can, and I'm certainly not an Amazon fact checker or something shit like that, right? All right. The time was right for mail order merchandise, fueled by the Homestead Act of 1862.
Hey, he was under by 5 years. Because it's better.
All right.
I didn't go over.
If you're over, you're disqualified.
Westward expansion followed the growth of the railroads. Postal system added to the mail order business by permitting classification of mail order publications, the postal rate of 1 cent per pound. The advent of rural free delivery in 1896 made the distribution of the catalog economical. So you're right.
Did you guys know that Lincoln was in
right
bed
around
with
the
railroad
beginning
companies?
of 1900 that this shit happened?
So
He doesn't look smart, but he is.
and I'm surprised somebody hasn't written a paper on this, but these managers,
I'm sure they have.
these managers protected themselves and killed Sears. Are you going to tell me that Sears was not aware? You're going to tell me there was not a manager who said, "Hey, guys."
Well, maybe Sears is the Blockbuster.
No, they did. It's the exact same model, except what happened was some manager went to the head of Sears and goes, "Hey, dude, this Amazon, they were selling books. Now they're selling CDs and jewelry and watches
tools, and
tools. What the fuck?
And furniture."
And did Sears create a website like Amazon and start pumping money into it? No, they went like this. Make sure that we have a good parking spot at the mall. The mall is dead now. Dead.
Video killed
They
the radio
missed the
stars.
business
what's the
transition.
point? What's the point?
The point is,
That you're saying Sears self-sabotaged.
yes.
They
But
folded.
they're like Amazon.
purpose.
And by the way, I'm not making this up. 20 plus years ago, I called on a customer. It was a big grocer out on Long Island.
Wait a minute. You're telling me you bothered somebody when they were at work?
In
And that's
18
how you make a living?
In
Was this
1867.
1800?
1867.
1867. Okay.
And do you know what the guy told me? He goes, "Dude, I have created such an efficient IT staff. We are now selling spare IT cycles to other people." I mean, like AWS? Yeah, but we're going to call it, I don't know, Kroger's or something. That's AWS is nothing new.
No, it's nothing new. But the thing that's new about it is that Amazon's doing it. And everyone knows Amazon.
Yes.
Where did Amazon come from? How did they get so big?
Well, here's the thing. It got big because people funded Jeff Bezos on the come. They only started making money a few years ago. Their stock kept going up and up and up, and they kept losing money.
I heard, speaking of that, I heard Uber has yet to turn a profit.
Oh, really?
Is that true? I don't like.
True. What about Palo Alto? They're not profitable yet. And their stock is almost $400 a share.
And they're paying your friend out the ass over there.
They're paying a lot of people out there.
They're paying her as much as she wants to strap one on and,
All right.
tee one off.
So now we're going toward who's putting the wind at the back? Did they put the wind at the back of Sears? Or did they put the wind at the back of Amazon?
I don't think that they're.
And who did?
I don't think they were. I think it took. Nobody really thought of Amazon as a powerhouse until they became a powerhouse, and it
was too late.
It was too late, and they outstripped.
I don't think there's a coincidence.
What do you think?
Freud said there are no coincidences.
I don't think there's a coincidence.
What do you mean? It's not a coincidence. I don't understand.
They switched from one to the other. That's all.
Coincidence is not a word that applies in this situation.
Yeah,
it's like
I guess
saying.
maybe. I guess maybe.
It's like saying taking a match to the curtain over there and it caught on fire. It's not a coincidence. It's cause and effect.
How did Amazon get so much power so quickly?
Now
It wasn't
wait a minute.
quick.
I think Amazon crushed eBay because I think eBay.
Isn't eBay still pretty big?
No,
Not like
No.
Amazon. Not even.
No, not like Amazon, but there's still a.
They're still there, but
So
they're,
speaking of my age, back in 2001.
Hey, act your age, not your shoe size.
Back in 2002, I like that. Back in 2002, when I was 17, 18 years old, I used to order all my protein and all my supplements, brother, off eBay. But it wasn't through bids.
Oh,
It was
is that
through-
true?
eBay had something.
Wait, are you saying that Amazon killed eBay's marketplace?
I'm saying eBay had They had a feature.
I never thought of that.
They had a feature called Buy It Now, which means you didn't have to bid on it.
right.
eBay sold a lot. eBay had a lot of sellers on it because it wasn't eBay selling it. It was sellers on eBay selling it. And eBay had a lot of sellers on it just selling things at fixed prices, which is basically what Amazon became.
Why is the eBay stock go through the roof?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, maybe eBay's doing well. All I'm telling you is that when eBay was eBay,
All's
I'm saying from Italy,
All's I'm saying.
when eBay was eBay back in 2002, and when Amazon was just strictly selling books, and eBay was being eBay, I feel like Amazon took what eBay was and is now is what eBay was, plus the book selling.
Okay.
Don't underestimate their book sales. They do audiobooks, Audible. I'm not even saying that as a joke. Look at Audible. Have you ever used Audible? I've used it. I think
I
it's a
don't
great
believe in
service.
Audible.
So you won't even listen in your car to
I
Audible?
don't
Why did
believe in
Bezos
Audible.
step down?
No, I think eBay. I think they took. I think they combined their
No,
business
he
model.
asked you why did Bezos step down.
Why did Bezos step down?
Spend that money and bang fucking chicks two
That's
at a
an
time.
interesting question.
I'm pretty sure he wants to be the next Bill Gates and tell us all how to vaccine.
He's already got as much.
I,
I'm sorry,
um,
vaccinate.
I'm not
He's got
gonna
as
fight.
much
Yeah, I
money
mean, look,
as him.
he might team up with Bill Gates.
No, dude, he realized, like Bill Gates, he does not need his company to be a rock star. So, like guys like John Chambers, right? He was a rock star.
And keep in mind, he owns the Post, the Washington Compost.
He certainly does.
You mean the Washington Amazon Post?
No, the Washington Compost.
Or is he stepping down because
No, he's got enough
He's
No,
money.
there's
caught.
no scandal
is he
that I
caught?
know of.
Is he caught and he knows he's caught? It hasn't come out.
The only
yet.
scandal he got involved in cost him half his fortune, which wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, but
which we
maybe
talked
he's
about.
caught.
Caught what?
I don't know. What did he do?
Dude, he wants to spend money and have sex.
Dude, when he jerks off, stocks come out. That's how rich this guy
The
is.
stocks just fly out.
that was disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting to
So
run out of-
next on the docket, folks, AOC caught not being in the Capitol building during the riots.
What does that mean?
She was not in.
She
the
was making
Capitol.
all these live stream videos like she was there under duress, under like real danger.
Wait,
And she
wait.
wasn't even in the building.
What?
You don't know this? She was not
No.
in the Capitol building.
Wait, she was like transmitting from the bunker.
She was
Right.
in another building that was not
What?
being attacked.
She was in a yeah.
And wait a minute, how come this
No
is not all?
bullshit.
How come this is not all over the news?
That's a rhetorical question.
No, seriously. Are you telling?
That's why we're doing this show and we're talking about it on the show.
Look, yes, she was not in the Capitol.
And she was saying, "Oh, there's people."
Let me get you
outside."
some dip. You're gonna
I
like
don't
the
want dip.
It's good because
Dude, you could get the fucking dip. I'm not eating it.
then I'll put it back
Look,
where it came from.
She was not in the Capitol.
I just wanted one chip,
Her
bro.
office is like a quarter mile away from the Capitol. Did you hear her fear? Her fear was due to a Capitol Police that was knocking on her door. Are you in there? Are you in there?
Let's try some dip.
She's knocking on the Capitol Police are asking her. And she's afraid of who? She's afraid of the Capitol Police.
Wait, do you have a video clip of this?
Again,
I'm sure there's a clip
Wow,
of it.
you are the worst producer. You had days to get ready
She
for
is
this.
afraid of the Capitol Police. She was not even close to the Capitol. Her building was not
look.
even breached.
Let me
And
just
here
get
is
one.
the second-
Let me
wait,
get
wait.
one message
Here's the
out to
second
Donnie
part.
G. It's not about the production. It's about the content.
Exactly. Here's the second part. Okay, video or not, you can look up the video. Everyone can look up the video. It's
Try
all
the
over
dip.
the place. You don't need that.
I
You're gonna
wouldn't
like
find
it.
So here's the thing. So she's afraid of Capitol Police knocking on her door to make sure she's safe. You know what her defense was? Oh, but there were bombs that were in
Oh,
the
wait.
area.
Is this
Okay.
why she came up with the sexual assault thing to divert attention?
Yes.
This are bombs.
Because
and the bombs
what would
were
you
in
do if you were telling such massive lies? Let me go to my
massive
sexual assault
lies.
story.
Go for it.
Hey, look over here.
Massive lies.
Let me do that on camera. Hey, I'm here.
Absolutely
Look over there.
Massive
no, look
lies.
over there.
Massive lies.
Look over here, brother.
Yeah. Come on, tell about the lies.
Hold on.
The president
Put that into the microphone.
Put it in.
assisted by members of Congress.
Forget it. I can't even
No,
listen.
put it right up.
No,
Put it- no, that was a good one. Put it up.
No, forget it because it'll be an hour by the way.
It's not that long.
The president and no, fuck.
Well,
that.
no, it wasn't that long. Put it up. Put
I'm
it
a
up.
stupid
Wait.
cunt.
All right.
Seriously, it wasn't that long.
Dude, don't
Let's
say that.
listen to
This
AOC.
is known as an act of insurrection, an act of sedition.
What?
And frankly,
Sedition
he's
in her
a traitor
ass?
to our country, a traitor to the United States.
A tra-
As
fuck
for
you.
myself, I had a
Look at the chompers on her. Don't you just want to put a fucking carrot in front of her
No,
face
she's
and,
kind of pretty.
and fucking
No, you're a liar.
And
please
I
with
do
teeth
not
like that? Forget it.
know
Liar.
if I can even disclose
You're not getting a blow job. You're getting a blood job. with those teeth.
All right. All right, folks. Now I'm out of here.
That's it. That's it. She's out of there.
I'm done. Okay.
Look,
thanks for having
She
me.
was totally afraid.
You're gonna let a girl with teeth like that suck your dick?
The Capitol
Anybody
Police. She
fuck
was
my
afraid of the Capitol Police. That's all it was. She was not even close.
Hold on. I got to
and
try the dip.
She's screwed. She has totally
Yeah, so-
overstepped her reality, any reality.
Very good.
I only buy the best dips.
Is this... wow,
What do you
nice and
got?
spicy. Want some dip?
Spicy.
It's mild.
I don't have any
No, I'm not.
chips. I can't dip.
Chips are
I
right
need
here.
a chip.
No, this is actually super hot. Is this Paul Newman?
It's juice.
You made this?
Yeah.
It's terrific.
It's as good as my chicken soup.
And AOC was so the topic is AOC was not at the Capitol riots, right?
Right.
Right.
But she claimed to be in
But
the
she
distress
claimed
video.
to be. I may or may not have been at the Capitol riots.
Now, if we lie at work, I think we get fired.
If we were there?
No, I'm just saying in general, if like we lie to our manager at our job.
Is this why she came up with a sexual abuse story?
We just said that, yeah.
All right.
I think the dip is so good you forgot what we were talking about.
This is nice and spicy. The
It's super
Capitol
spicy.
riots, what the media is portraying.
Wait a
these
minute, this is the
Capitol
video
riots
that got
is-
me kicked off YouTube, so let's take it easy on the ride.
But the portrayal of what went on is so far from reality. It's not even funny.
Well, then how is this happening?
I know
How-
what he's doing. He's experimenting with the chips he doesn't like because maybe he'll like them with the fucking dip he likes.
No, I like the dip. I don't
Right.
like the blues. I'm going
but
back
maybe,
to the whites.
okay. Oh, you're racist.
For a chip, yes. I like white chips, not the blue chips.
So
I'm
next
going for the
next
black,
on the
'cause you know what
docket.
they say about these.
Next on the docket here,
I'm not going
we
back
got
to
some
those.
we got some new Biden administration picks for the week. Administration
He picked administration today.
this week. So have you guys heard of Jilana Porter, former Oakland Raiders cheerleader? She's now one of the heads of the Secretary of State.
No way.
So she's not the Secretary of State, but she's one of the higher roles in that position. And her claim to fame is that she's a former Raiders cheerleader. She's black, of course. And she put on Twitter 4 years ago, because they were harassing Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene about tweets from 4 years ago. But this woman doesn't seem to get harassed. That she said the largest threat to U.S. national security are U.S. cops. Not ISIS, not Russian hackers or anything else.
U.S. cops.
U.S. cops are the biggest threat to national security. Is now in a high role in the Secretary of State position.
And the media's not covering it.
No, they're covering it, but they're just not talking about that part.
No, I'm talking. That's what I meant. Are they covering her comments from 4 years ago?
Of course not. She's black and she's liberal.
So what's the narrative?
She's great for the
Defund
role.
the police.
She's great for the role because she's a female and she's not. If you don't have a cock and you're not white, you're great for the role.
Interesting.
I guess it's okay to be Christian to a certain extent, but if you believe that abortion's not good, then fuck you.
Beyond belief. The people that they are putting in place are not qualified.
And by the way, the 2016 election was so rigged. The 2020 election was so legit. That's all I have to say about
It was
that.
so perfectly legit.
There was nothing rigged about the 2016 election at all. I'm sorry, about the 2020 election. But the 2016 election was totally rigged. Russia totally got Trump in office.
I don't care if it gets kicked.
I believe Trump was actually blowing Putin.
Putin was not. There was not an assassination attempt in the last week. Or
Oh, you know who else got accepted to the cabinet this week? An ex-colleague of Hunter Biden's attorney.
Yeah.
So Hunter Biden's criminal defense attorney, his close colleague that actually works cases with Hunter Biden's attorney, is now on top of the DOJ pyramid.
No way.
Like head of the DOJ.
That's not.
Hunter Biden's attorney's colleague on top of the DOJ.
So you got a crackhead whore, and his attorney is in.
Can you imagine if Don Jr. did like 1/1000th of the things that fucking Hunter Biden did? Can
Dude.
you imagine?
Who's going to be the Attorney General, by the way?
Probably your sister's cunt.
What? You say my sister's cunt?
Right, because by the time the appoint one, you're going to be like, your sister's cunt.
Bro, you know my sister died? The fuck is wrong? Why would you say that? Why would you talk about my poor sister? She's dead.
Fuck her.
She got fucked. Did
She's
you say
dead.
fuck her?
She's dead. Fuck her.
Well, I'm so offended by that. I have to disassociate myself completely from this broadcast.
That's it.
You know,
You're
she
out.
died tragically in a fucking car accident.
This is the point where he admits he never had a sister, audience.
Motherfucker, I never said I never
There was
had a
no
sister.
sister.
Oh, and who else got picked on the cabinet? Because we're going to run away from that topic. Peter Strzok. Remember him? His wife has now a top position in the SEC. This is the Securities and Exchange Commission, folks. Peter, remember his lover, Lisa Page, when he was cheating on his wife and
Yeah.
saying nasty things about Trump supporters like we're stinky Walmart people? Well, Peter Strzok's wife, who I don't even know why is still with him. Well, now I guess I know why. She's in charge of the SEC now.
You mean, like, why did Hillary Clinton divorce her husband?
Hey, I know you think this is a game, but you have to talk into the microphone. Otherwise, we can't hear you.
All right.
We got to dip out.
So Peter Strzok is fucking evil. All right. Let's go to the next one.
I told you not to get the dip out. You got the dip out. I got dip all over me.
Everybody knows
Just take off the sweater, bro.
No way.
Peter Strzok
We only got one more
is
topic
a
left.
disaster. We're at the last topic.
We have one more topic left, and I want Donnie G to fucking read it.
All right.
All right? It's all the way at the bottom.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. I just read it.
All right, Donnie G. This is
It
all.
is
Donnie
the
G.
funniest shit I've ever seen.
Donnie G, take us home.
Don,
on
read
Friday
the
happy
last-
hour.
Read
Thi-
the
this is
last
all you.
agenda item. It is the funniest shit I've ever read.
This is
Thank
all
you
you-
for
this is
writing
all
that
you.
because it's very funny.
Pentagon declares that chicks with sticks are still chicks. What the fuck
right.
is that?
Come
Oh,
on, read it right.
Pentagon declares climate change a national security issue. I read an article that said that less than 1% of energy comes from non-fossil fuel, like renewable wind.
What
and all that.
percentage?
Less than 1%. So the rest come, and I might be off on that. Let's say
It's a low percentage.
Let's say less than
I think it's
10%.
Less than 10%.
Let's say less than 10%. I might be wrong. Less than 10% comes from like wind and
Renewable.
solar and all that renewable energy. It's a fucking joke. So what are you supposed to do? It's winter in the Northeast. What are we supposed to do?
Our climate.
I hate to
change-
break it to you, motherfucker. No aliens came down with magic technology. You gotta burn fossil fuels. Everybody thinks that we're so advanced. We're practically cave people. We have computers, whipty-dipty, but we still have to burn sticks to stay warm. Fuck you. It's a reality.
Well,
I hate to
the
break it
best
to you.
is Trump when he goes on a speech when Trump used to be president and did speeches, and he's like, "Oh, darling, we got the windmill, we got the wind energy. Don't worry, we're gonna watch TV tonight, but it might go off for 2 hours. Don't worry, darling." Trump is the world's greatest salesman. I don't care what anybody fucking says.
Yep. So to say that climate change is the big security issue, is that what you're saying?
Well, no,
That's what we're hearing?
the Pentagon said
The
that.
Pentagon is saying, really, the Pentagon?
The Pentagon. That's their priority
They're saying
now.
Yeah, you know why? That's how they're going to get money. Because
You know what
Biden's
the
going to.
Pentagon is listening to? You know what the military is listening to?
The Friday happy hour live stream.
Not Biden. They're not listening to Biden. They're not listening to him.
That's how they're going to get money. We're using this for climate change projects.
Climate
Wait a minute. How's that
change
machine gun make climate change?
Garbage.
We know what we're doing.
So, guys, I have to ask you. Do you have any other trending topics in your brains? Because you guys both
Yeah, I
have big
have.
fucking brains.
Yeah, I do. I want to know this. What is going on? with the orange man?
He's laying low until
Why?
after. I'll tell you what's happening, because Greg Kelly keeps me updated. Greg Kelly's a close personal friend of his. He's laying low until after impeachment hoax part 2 is over.
Why?
Next week?
Why?
And by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene spoke out against impeachment too tonight.
So why did I look? He did not. So they said the evidence is this. The evidence is clear.
You can't impeach a person that's not in office.
Yes, you can. There's precedent for it.
No, there's not.
What is it?
Yes, there is.
I'd like to hear this.
In like 1800 nothing, they wanted to impeach somebody so he couldn't run.
And by the way, that whole thing about he can't get elected again, he has to be in office to get charged to not be able to get elected again. So he's ineligible to not get elected again.
So
Exactly. Give me
This
the
is all.
statute.
This is kabuki theater.
You can only impeach somebody.
Hey, Donnie G. Donnie G. Tell me the
for
definition
crimes.
of. I hate to, Jim. I hate
For
to overstep
crimes,
you
for
for a
crimes.
second. Donnie G. Why don't you give the 32 subscribers the definition of what kabuki theater is?
well, kabuki theater is distraction, right?
That's all this is. Look here, while we pass these bills that we're going to open the border, we're going to fucking give free health care to everybody, but look at this impeachment.
They don't
That's
need
not
kabuki theater to do that because they telegraphed exactly what they were going to do during the campaign, and that wasn't enough. Because I'm going to tell you what, there are a lot of people out there who, and I've spoken to them, who said literally out of their mouths, I'll pay 70 and 80% in taxes to get that fucking tyrant out of the office. And I'm like, really? That guy's a tyrant? How does oh, okay, whatever. But
It's so unreasonable, you can't come up with words. I understand.
my question is,
I get that.
He's laying low
Until after next
so
week.
Here's the thing.
Is that what you
to
heard?
incite,
I think so too.
To incite riot, you need to have a couple of components to do that. The people are there. You get on a megaphone and you say, burn that fucking building down.
And did you know that most of the people were already at the Capitol
Hold on.
before he
Time
finished
out.
talking?
Time out.
I do know that.
Well, yeah, because you were
the
there.
evidence that
I
they,
may or may not have
the
been
evidence
there.
that the defense team
can
has
either commit
is this.
Or to die.
They already have proof that they were planning to do this weeks ahead
Like
of time.
Antifa.
Yeah, weeks ahead of time. So if you're planning a bank robbery, you can't say, well, he talked me into it. Motherfucker, you were already planning it weeks ago. How did he
There was
incite?
conspiracy.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. There's no reason to impeach Trump. Tell me the crime he committed.
But wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Tell me the crime he committed. What
hold on.
crime
Oh,
did
dude,
he
come on.
commit?
Have you
fuck
guys
that.
ever
Tell me
heard-
the crime he committed in the first?
You
Donnie
can't
G.
impeach somebody.
Donnie
there was
G.
none in the
Donnie
first
G,
either.
look at me.
There's none in the first either.
Donnie G. Have you ever heard of a guy named Alan Dershowitz?
Yes, I love Alan Dershowitz.
And he's a big liberal.
I
Yeah.
love Alan. I'm
And-
not going to change my mind. I love him.
And he said, I'm looking into the camera, but I'm really talking to you. He said it's impossible to impeach a non-sitting president. It's Donald
not
Trump right now.
constitutional.
Donald Trump right now is a citizen. Alan Dershowitz, the greatest constitutional professor, attorney, whatever you want to call him. He said Ted Cruz was his best student of all time, by the way. He said it is impossible to impeach a citizen. And all Donald Trump is right now is a citizen.
Private citizen, right.
So how do you impeach a citizen?
You can't.
Well, what they're going to do...
What are they afraid of?
And no, but your thing, I know what you're going to say. You're going to talk about, well, this is going to prevent him from running in 24. You need to be a sitting president to get impeached.
Got it.
In order to be ineligible. I don't know if you
I don't think
were
he's
aware
going
of
to...
that.
I don't think he's going to run again.
Oh,
I don't think he's done. It's not done yet.
hey, all these people that hate Trump, they could have just got him over with in 8 years. Now you're going to get 12 years to Trump. Because after this thing, after impeachment due, he's coming back.
Yeah, but the Republicans aren't going to let him be... They won't pick him as the
It doesn't
nominee.
matter.
What
the
do you mean by
voters-
Republicans?
the
Define
voters are gonna-
Republicans.
What'd you say?
Define Republicans. The Republicans won't let him back. Who do you mean?
Fuck him.
You know,
Double barrel.
You know
Who
what
do
you
you
need?
mean?
No, you know
because
what you
the
need?
establishment in Washington does not
So why did
represent
the
the
team-
people.
why did the
they
team-
don't represent us?
Why
the
did it-
people who are Republicans and Democrats?
Hey,
don't
JM, I will
respect
never get
us.
tired of hearing the truth.
Right?
And what did Hulk Hogan used to do?
They don't represent
Why-
us.
Why?
Hey,
did
by
it-
the way, shout out to the 3 viewers out there.
why did Why did the Tea Party fall apart?
Look,
No energy. There was low energy.
it was like Jeb Bush. It was low energy.
It was low energy. No, I'm serious. And I know people, and people had a lot. I've got friends. I've got a lot of Republican friends, and I fight with them occasionally. And they say,
I like
They go-
we call
they
her
go,
Alexandria occasional cortex. I like-
occasional, but they go, the Tea Party, we almost had it. You know why? They were too fucking nice. Okay. They were fucking
would pick
nice.
up their garbage.
They were like, "Oh well, we're just."
No,
we're-"
Jim's right.
No,
Jim's
they were
right.
too
Jim's right.
fucking nice.
Jim also
The
said
new Republicans, whatever we want to call ourselves, the Patriots. I'm going. I haven't done it yet. I'm getting online. I'm changing my shit.
Yo,
I'm
you
no longer
wanna
a
see
Republican.
nuts?
I'm an
Look what gonna
independent.
do you know what I'm
Okay,
going to do?
Republicans
put that
establishment
in a
is
salsa?
bullshit.
that's gross.
Republican establishment
Three
is
Musketeers.
bullshit.
That's horrible. Ugh,
You know this, right?
ugh, I can't believe.
Are
just
you
did
a
that.
Republican?
Dude, this is a hangover kid
Hulk.
right here.
Are you a Republican?
No, I'm a patriot.
You're a patriot. Are you a Republican?
No, I used to be.
We're not. None of us are anymore. It's common sense. We're no longer establishment Republicans, right? We're
The
for
last
America.
guy to almost
We're for
do it.
freedom.
The last guy
We're
to
for
almost
liberty.
do it
We're not for
Ross Perot.
was Ross Perot. He almost did it. If he wasn't,
That's
such-
the only reason why Bill Clinton won in
Can I
'92.
Yeah.
embarrassingly say this? I voted for Ross Perot.
I would have too if I
would've
could
too.
have voted.
Actually, no,
I was only
would've.
8 years old.
I
at the time.
did vote for him.
Not to
You're
talk
old
about
enough.
my- not to talk
You
about my age again.
motherfucker were
I
old
probably
enough.
did not vote for
I
Ross
voted
Perot.
for
I
Ross
voted
Perot
for
because I was.
Republican.
I
You
did.
voted for Vice President Bush.
Yes.
I voted against the establishment back then before I was any.
Even my
knowledge
grandfather,
of
Grandpa
it.
John, who was a hardcore Democrat, liked Ross Perot. Because, like, Ross Perot had common sense principles that you can't argue.
Right,
And,
you're getting onto something here.
Trump made fun of a retarded guy.
wait, he went like this.
But he,
Honestly, if he was really making fun of the retard, I thought it was funny.
and he did it about 12 other times for other people
I really
that were
hope nobody
not.
listens to this. I hope you get kicked
Yeah.
off tonight. I really do.
Hey, this is Friday Happy
Dude,
Hour.
how long does it take for you to get your strike?
I'm out.
Well, the video I posted that got taken down today was, I posted it immediately after the Capitol riot.
And how long did it take to come down?
Till today. So what's the difference between
That's a
that-
while.
It's been
Wow.
weeks.
That's a long time.
Some random liberal must have seen it and reported it. or
That's
something.
what happens.
You think that's what happened?
And if I may or may not have been at the Capitol riots, it was a normal Trump rally.
And I told you, I started the video, I go,
the
you want to get
Capitol
nuts?
rallies was a normal Trump
I
rally.
was sending you screenshots from
If
the
I
news.
was there, and if I sent you any screenshots or any pictures, if I was there, it was normal.
Yeah, but I was sending you screenshots from my TV because I didn't think you knew what was happening.
We had no
I
reception
figured
until we on our
because
way
I
home.
had just been in DC a couple weeks before that. I was there on December 12th for Stop the
Look,
Steal.
I'm awake. That was a beyond wake up
And
call.
bro, DC is fucking huge.
Beyond wake-up
DC
call.
is so much bigger and more spread out than it looks like on TV.
Explain.
DC is fucking
It's
huge.
gigantic.
It's
So to go
enormous.
from where Trump spoke
DC might
to
be
the
as
Capitol
big as New York.
was a long walk. It was a long walk.
Is it fair to
So I
say
heard.
that DC might be as big as New York?
No, I gotta look at it on a map.
It's a good space.
No, I don't mean in terms of landmass. I just mean in terms of like how much shit is like
yeah.
It's
how many
very spread
structures
out.
in your
There's
face.
a lot of big space, right?
Like
People-
LA is the second biggest market in the country, but Chicago I think really is the second biggest city.
What do you mean by that? The biggest market?
Because LA, you have to absorb like the towns around it that are like the East Hanovers of like LA. Because even like East Hanover is part of the quote New York City market.
East Hangover?
Great, best town ever.
So, I'm awake. Okay,
You were looking for
Listen.
real estate there.
listen to this.
I am now.
I'm awake.
I hope you get it.
I know what the fuck's going on, right? I go to the Capitol and I see what's going out in the news compared to What I may
Now,
or may
did you even get the things I sent you in real time, or did you get it like after?
after.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But what
yeah.
I may or may not have seen when I was there,
I was so
or may
pissed
not
off I
have
couldn't
been
go
there,
that day.
It's a whole different world. It was a normal
And
Trump
when I
rally.
when I went for Stop the
with
Steal on
the
December
normal-
12th,
normal.
it was the nicest. Some of them were a little like slow, you know what I mean? But they were the nicest people I ever met in my life. Were the protesters for Stop the Steal in Washington?
Sure, I don't doubt that.
And this defaming of Trump supporters, it makes me sad.
I was with people
Because, like, who the fuck are you? What's the saying? Let he be judged and fucking judge yourself.
lest you be judged.
Go judge yourself, you fuck. You know, that's
you
my
sound like
version of it.
Lynn Wood, which is going to get Don really. Are you Don? Whoever you are, well, really upset. So when we walked from the Trump rally to the Capitol, it was more calm than I've ever seen a Trump rally. Everyone was calm. There were kids.
And Trump's words were literally, let's go peacefully and patriotically make our voices heard.
Yes.
Correct. And I've been to DC
How is that
before.
inciting a riot?
The walk was calm
If
to
you're-
the point of it was quiet. It was actually quiet.
Oh, it was another dog
as
whistle.
we walked. It
If
was
you're
quiet.
going to try,
Now, how do you legally prove a dog whistle?
if you're gonna leave, if you're
Wait,
going,
when you say dog whistle, that's bullshit. Dog whistle is the fucking left.
It's telling
Given-
Nico, stop shitting in the
It's
fucking yard.
bullshit. All that means is bullshit. Get rid of that whole word.
No, but no, that's just another leftist thing.
It's a leftist thing to say dog whistle.
Like when Trump says
bullshit.
Like when Trump said his
Tell me
opening
the dog
speech.
whistle. Okay, list it out. How can I hear a dog whistle?
no,
But Don does
a dog
it.
whistle is
Or
this.
you don't. How is this possible?
You can-
How is this possible that we can have this imaginary dog whistle that hits racist?
I'll tell you why, because it
The
fits their
racist-
narrative. It fits their
it's
story.
garbage. Dog,
Dog
whistle is garbage.
Whenever
I'll tell you where there was no dog whistles ever. That's in the old great country of Italy.
No, they had just said Mussolini.
No, that it's a bullshit. It's like it's a bullshit narrative to say.
Hey, can we
dog
talk
whistle.
about World War One?
What about it?
Wait, you talk about. You were into World War One, right?
He's
was in
into
the Civil
World
War.
War Two.
You were in the Civil War, right?
But did you guys know that World War One was called the Great War originally? Before there
Yes.
was a second World War?
Yes.
Yeah.
We all know
He was
that.
in there. He was in the trenches.
So which war is more interesting to you guys, the Great War or WW2?
I think they're both equally as interesting and horrific.
All
World War One, I would have to say, was absolute hellish beyond anybody's comprehension.
Which one triggered NATO?
World War Two.
And
Two did.
do you think there's do you think NATO and the Paris Accord are somehow in cahoots?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like, hey, you're part of NATO. You got to be in the Paris Accord.
No.
Except
the Paris
the
Accord.
narrative.
The Paris Accord is a plot by China.
It's
to
a wealth redistribution. It's a global level wealth redistribution. You do happy hour and say that 5 times fast.
Cheers.
It's about throttling back U.S. potential to let third world countries catch up and allow China to become dominant.
Thank you for picking up the ball where I dropped it.
Because China and India and all these other countries are like, yeah, we're in it, but we're just not going to do it.
And yet, you guys are going to lose all your jobs and they're going to come here where we don't follow any compliancy.
Yep.
Well, I did some reading, and Bank of America
Hey, you're not allowed to talk about them as per you.
came out with some very interesting findings around reshoring.
Donnie G, you're not. I'm giving you a warning. As
You're not
per
allowed
what
to
you
talk about
said
them.
when we started, you're not allowed to talk about
Are you
them.
flagging me?
You could. I'm gonna let you say whatever you want. but
Bank
I'm
of blank.
as your friend. not as your nephew, as your friend, as your colleague, as your podcast colleague, as your friend. I'm giving you a fair warning that you flagged yourself when we started.
Are you saying that
because if you look,
I'm opening the door?
Look at the first item on the docket that I wrote in handwriting.
Is that true?
Yes.
And you
Really?
and you
Bongino reported on it today.
Are you at 12% or the 9% beer?
I'm at the 9%.
Maybe you should switch.
No, I'm switching to going home. I'm fucking tired. I've been out partying all day long. I
Well-
started partying at fucking noon.
Well, so what BOA is doing is scary, but we don't have to talk about that because you
All right.
you already said that's a non-topic.
I've been on topic.
All right.
They are
So
scary.
Juice Heads, thank you for joining us. I think we're going to end
Wait,
it here.
we're wrapping up?
Unless there's is there anything else trending for you guys?
Oh, good.
Is there anything else trending in your brains?
Yes. I want to shout out to...
Do you want to do a shout out?
I want to do a shout out to...
Justin?
No, to Hollywood.
Oh, so no one you know personally.
Hollywood, overall,
Hey, all you pinkos out there that are making superhero movies, can you
that
make
we're not watching.
Can you make Superman happy again, like Christopher Reeve?
Hey, the Snyder Cut's going to be great.
Are we
The
watching
Snyder-
it here?
Yeah, yes, and
Are we ordering food?
yes, and you're more than welcome to come too. I just don't know if you're into that stuff.
Into what?
Right? He doesn't even know what the Snyder Cut is. You're invited for it.
I'm in.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Do you like
but I'm
Batman
in.
and Superman?
Sure, I'm good.
All right, good.
Bro, this guy is only second to Big Tone in, hey, you want to go out? Yes.
Is it 6 a.m. yet?
What does that mean?
Time to go home.
6 a.m. I'm good. I'm good. It's only 6 p.m. I'm good. I'm good for another 12 hours.
Hey, it's almost time for. I'm gonna put on I watch The Hangover every day.
It's
how I live-
early. It's
that
early
movie
yet.
is my Bible. That's how I live my life.
I'm good.
If you had to have one movie,
The Hangover.
and it couldn't be The Hangover, I'm thinking you got to go with the 40-year-old virgin.
I'm going with better.
What with Seth Rogen, who's like, oh, let me take a bet. Let me see if I could take Exception PM or jerk off before I fall asleep. And then he goes, either way, I win.
That's actually funny. Dude, here's the
Hey,
thing.
you hate Canadians
Yes.
that weigh in on American politics. How
Yeah.
come you never shit on Seth Rogen?
Why, does he do that?
He hates Trump.
Who the fuck is he?
A Canadian.
Who the fuck is he to say that?
He's a Canadian. And you shit on Ryan Reynolds, who's been apolitical, and like you still I just think you have a personal like vendetta with him that
No,
you
Ryan
won't, he
Reynolds-
won't let you suck his dick. or
Ryan
something.
Reynolds was my hero until he shit all over Trump.
When
in
did he shit on Trump?
Deadpool 2.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
See, I never watched Deadpool 2.
If you watch movies beyond the 80s, you're fucked
He's
up.
right, bro.
That's it. Stop at the 80s.
Hey, what about a
That's
movie
it.
from the 80s called Arthur? That's a good fucking movie.
It's a good movie.
It's all right.
No doubt.
Check
It's okay.
I used to like Arthur and Dirty Dancing, but I grew up in a single
Wow.
family home.
You
with my
can't go
mom.
past the 80s.
Chick flicks.
My mom turned me on to them
Chick flicks.
because I had no dad. He was out in Florida selling
You
cocaine.
gotta cut off your movies before.
You are such an asshole.
The best is when my dad got pinched for selling cocaine in Florida. He had to call my mom's cousin, who's an attorney in Florida, to get him.
And what did he say?
He goes, Michael, you really got in over your head this time.
Did he really?
He got him out. He got him off of it.
Wow.
That was like 1987 or whatever. So I think we're past the statute of
Why was he
limitations.
selling coke?
It's well past.
Because it was profitable.
More profitable than being an electrical contractor? I don't think so.
He was doing both. Why just do one? He was. Didn't I tell you every millionaire has 7 streams
Income
of
streams?
income? So selling blow apparently is one.
Was it extra stream? That's all right. That's all right.
Hey, if you never got caught, I might have got the nicest crib in New Jersey.
Dude, how did he not get fucking wrecked for DWIing it all the time?
Oh, he had like 8 DWIs, but he had good attorneys that got him off. Did I ever tell you the story about when he drove through the guy's fence?
Yeah, in Parsippany, right?
Yeah, like right around the
And
corner.
didn't he get out and the guy came outside and goes, run.
Yeah. The guy whose fence he crashed into apparently was such a cool guy. He goes, hey, what happened? Oh, I crashed through your fence. Are you drunk? Yeah. Run! And when he was telling me a story, he looked at me. He goes, "Son," I went like this, and then he goes, "Son, I got home and I told Sandra, hide the dog. The cops will be here in 5 minutes." Then he goes, "Sure enough, the cops are banging on the doors and the dog was barking."
They can't come in.
No. Well, wait. Since we brought this up, speaking of that, now you got to do your big tone impression when the cops were looking for his son.
I can't.
Don't let the
I
cops
can't.
in.
No, my father would answer the door like this. They would knock on the door, and he would open the door, and he'd go like this. He would squeeze out through the door. What do you want? Your son's here. He's under arrest.
You got to talk into the mic.
Where's your papers? Where's your paperwork? We don't have any. See you later.
Wait, that wasn't about you?
Me? No, I don't.
You were so well behaved.
You cannot
Come
volunteer
on.
information to the police.
You were too well
And
behaved.
he would say, "Never open the door wide enough for them to look in." That's why he would only open the door and stick his face out. What do you
"That's
want?
a wise man right there."
When you do peekaboo, you got to talk into the mic. Otherwise, the 32 people can't hear
You
you.
have a warrant?
No.
No. Goodbye.
Fuck off.
Goodbye.
All right,
Fuck
guys.
you.
Anything else trending in your brains? Or are we going to call it a day?
This is fun.
It's a good podcast. I think I got a little too political and a little bit out of hand.
Yeah.
I think we brought it back.
That's
with
all
Ross
about
Perot.
Don.
All right, Juice Heads. Thank you for joining us. And again, practice safe sex, and we'll see you next time on.
Wait,
What's
why
Trending.
practice it? Just do it good.
Safe sex?
You have to practice it, otherwise you're not going to fucking.
You gotta practice.
How many?
I jerk off with a condom.
Do
Wait,
it for real.
How
Do
many?
it for real.
Yo, how many viewers do we have?
4.
We're one of them.
That's all right. So we have 3.
Hey,
Wait, we have tree.
we got tree on a tree.
Is that a record?
All right, tree viewers, just practice safe sex. We'll see you next time on What's Trending with Juice Giorgio. And again, I want to thank my guests for joining us tonight. And they were happy to be here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm not ever doing this again with you. If you ever open a door with no shoes on and in a t-shirt.
All right, folks. Thank you for